We're so much sure.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to actually share what your cameras so we can actually comment on the game?
I'm a big fan of the blank screen POV.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to Hot Dice's stream. This is the premium stream for the round 1 of League. This is the position 1 and position 2 members from last league, Ben and Josh, in their inaugural fight of this league. I am joined by my co-host, Jordan.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I'm Adam, in case you don't recognise the voice. So welcome everyone here. So the guys are still setting up. There's been some delays. Picking coffee rebels out of bags apparently is a lot more work than we thought it would initially be. So while the guys set up, I thought we could have a quick rundown of both armies, Jordan, and some predictions, I think, for the evening.
Sure. So I'll start off with the Thousand Suns, if you'd like me to.
Yeah.
Starting off, we have what appears to be triple Infernal Master, one with the Arcane Vortex and one with Umbellific Crystal. Quite reliable characters that can put out a decent amount of damage, especially that one with the Arcane Vortex.
Right.
And
Yeah. Exactly, especially Arcane Vortex, for those who don't know, that gives you a +1 to strength and a +1 to damage on your weapons, I believe.
I believe that is correct, yeah, and especially with that flamer, that is quite a nasty Overwatch and just good at picking up quite low to light things in general.
Yeah, that's going to be devastating against a toughness-free guard army.
Definitely, I think overall it's going to be quite nasty, especially as each of them, I believe, are paired up with their own squad of 5 Rubik Marines.
Yeah.
With Warp Flames.
It is, yeah, Warp Flames, and it's also that Icon of Flame, which I think gives rerolls. I'm just going to double check that. No, actually, on a crit wound, it increases the armor penetration by 1. So
I think they go from 1 to 2, so that will at least help in some regards when we get to Josh's list. It'll help get through the armor that he's got, and quite a lot of the more durable guard infantry, if you can call them more durable, the Kasrkin.
Yeah, well, he's got the Kasrkin and the Bulgrins as well, but I think that's enough, I think.
Then rounding out the list, we have 2 Mutaleth Vortex Beasts and 2 Spawn in a single squad, which, as a good roundup, to me the list looks very, very good. Quite typed into short range damage, but I feel like a lot of his opponents early on are going to try and go towards Ben to try and score the objectives, and I think it's going to go very well for him. But hopefully not that way for Josh tonight. Hopefully he can bring it back.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of tactics involved, a lot of movement, which Josh is very good at to do. Some movement shenanigans, but what I'm worried about with this list is those 2 Vortex Beasts.
I would definitely agree. Especially they can be quite hard to take down at the best of times with 2,000 points, especially knowing Ben and his Feel No Pains.
Yeah.
But 2 of them at the same time, especially if they're together, I think it's going to be very difficult, and it might be more of a keeping away from them or playing the other side of the board if that is the case. But...
Oh, yeah, 100%. It's like 2 of them. I'm shocked they're only 150 points. That
it is quite disturbing.
Yeah. Especially what are they? 13 wounds, 4 up save, 5 off invul. Yeah, and they're 150 points. It's
I can say from experience shooting 2 turns of full broadside rail sides into them, and I think I did 4 wounds to one of them after
Yeah.
2 turns. So that was not the best experience, and
yeah,
I'm worried a bit for the guard trying to get through it. But
indeed. I played a 2,000 point list against Ben a couple of weeks back, and just one of them took most of my Tyranids to just do anything to it. Yeah, I think I only actually finally took him down on round 6. So I'm a bit worried for Josh on how he's going to deal with 2 of them at 1,000 points. And then rounding that list off is some Chaos Spawn,
which by themselves aren't terrible to get rid of, but it's just the fact you have to commit something to them to kill them, or they're just going to heal.
Yeah.
Especially in 1,000 points when you've got limited resources as it is, and let's be honest, if you're playing 1,000 Suns, you want to be killing the rubrics.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I'm pretty sure they're going to get away with a lot more than they should. But
yeah, it's especially well. We all know Ben's dice rolling, but we all know Josh's dice rolling as well. So I think it's going to be very spiky on both sides.
Can we confirm? Ready to start by the sound of it, but
yeah, we are. Oh, yeah. So the table seems to be set up. We can see people. And should we just do a quick review of Josh's army as well?
Yeah,
we've been through Ben's. Oh, there's Jim. That's.
I was gonna say who's. I don't see a cat on anyone's list.
No, that is Jim. That is our impartial judge. He's just making sure the terrain is all in the right place. We may see him pop up several times during it, and he's obviously given it a thorough review there. So should we have a quick review of Josh's list as well?
Of course, yeah. If you want to take it away.
Yeah, so we're starting off Josh's list. Imperial Guard. We've got a tank commander there, which can order stuff from 12 inches away and can shoot on death. I think that's going to be one of his main.
So we should be live.
things.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Adam and Jordan. So I don't know if you can hear us. Taylor's.
We can.
So Taylor, if you put the headphones on, she can give us the heads up, because we have no mic in here, no speaker in here, so we don't get any feedback, reverbs coming through. But anyway, I don't know if you guys have been through the list yet.
We are just rounding up on
We
yours.
are just rounding off on yours, and I'm not sure, Jordan. Can you actually
I'm just going to go through it anyway, so for Ben's benefit, and then we're going to start off. Is that all right?
We are currently on a black screen, though.
I was going to say we've lost the screen for now. So while our intern sorts it out. There we go. We are back going again. Look, whoa, what is that? I'm
hey
sure
guys,
I've just seen
just
Ben
doing this.
smile.
I'm just saying,
That
coming
is
in.
America taking a screenshot.
I can hear you guys now. Sorry about that. So,
okay.
Just
cool.
now we'll put the headphones on, but we're not going to be able to hear what you say, obviously, because we want to do like your commentary should be
unbiased,
completely impartial. Yeah, we definitely don't want to influence either player throughout this. Yeah, exactly. And I think it would be unfair for Ben and Josh to get the benefit of our deep knowledge. I think it would be at least a skill level above where they are at the game. So
we want to be impartial.
Yeah, impartial, and let's make them make their mistakes as the noobs to the game that they are. So yeah,
we're gonna have to get some in ear earphones to the next game. But basically, we're going to go through our list. We won't be able to hear you after this, and we're only ever going to be. Well, after the game, we'll do a wash up, and that's basically going to be it. So
yeah, all right. Fantastic.
All right, you'll know when we start because we'll start talking.
Okay.
Cool.
And then I'll keep that there for you, Ben, so you can interact as needed.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
do you want to start off?
I can do, yeah. So 1K list, obviously. Bit of a challenge at 1K for tsons. Army revolves around Cabal points.
Yeah.
Without them, they're basically just CSM, if I'm honest, without army rules. This list generates 9 Cabal points, so it gives me the chance to do maybe 1 ritual a turn, maybe 2 if I'm lucky.
Okay.
2 beasts, T10, 5 up invuln, 5 up feel no pain, 13 wounds. So really just my hope the defensive piece that can sit on an objective. Got a unit of spawn, 3 Rubik Marine squads, and then 3 Infernal Masters. Cheapest character that was available, that generates 2 cabal points. So,
but you know, it's a good list. So it's got a bit of everything. I think you've got the Infernal Masters, which are my favourite anyway. You've got the rerolls of the wounds. You've got the 2 Vortex Beasts. If you can't chew through 1, then you can't chew through 2.
Well,
so that's a great combo.
Exactly. Yeah, there's some tough stuff there. I think. There's not a lot of range in the list.
No.
Quite limited on range. Quite susceptible to indirect if you can hit the 4s, which is the big question. But hopefully solid enough to go and score some points. So
okay. So for me, I have a tank commander with the mulch cannon, and then he's got the multi melters and the las cannon. So he's got the shoot on death on a 2+. So inevitably, I'll roll the 1 when he gets suicide squadded into something.
Yeah, let him get to shoot once.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Then I've got the 10-man Catachan. That's my battle line, and they're going to be inside a Chimera. So I have 1 Chimera here, and that's then also going to be in the Scout. Both Chimeras have double flamers. Every vehicle has hunter killers. Just because at this level, I feel like I'm going to struggle into monsters and vehicles. Speaking of which, I have the double multi-melter. So that's a D3 melter, and that's a 2-shot multi-melter. So it's kind of hitting on 4s. It's very dicey. The thing is, if I hit something, I turn off cover.
Is it 12 and 18 range on those melters? Or
18 on both.
18 on both.
Hunter killer. And it's got movement of 12, I think. This is a new army. I'm trying out something different. So we'll see how it goes. You'll have to bear with me a little bit on that. But yeah, movement 12. Oh, 10, movement 10. But I can give it +3 with orders from the tank. So that gives me that flexibility. Basilisk, because cheeky and direct, -2 movement. Basically, that's it. -2 move, advance, and charge. So, if I was going into a combat army, it just gives me a bit of time. So it's got some utility. Again, hitting on 4s now, always, which is kind of why you never see them anymore. But here it is in the list.
Shots though, good damage.
It can do,
2s into Marines.
It will be. It should pick up. I think on average it should pick up 1, maybe 2, but 3 if I spike. So that's where it gets good. Yeah. Just because you've got the 5+ invuln and all that sort of stuff, and hitting on 4s, and it's still dicey. I think it's D6 plus 3, D6 plus 3 with blast. So yeah,
these guys I'm worried about.
Yeah, these guys are pretty tasty. So they're the -1 damage always. So they are pretty hard to chew through if you've got like damage 2 stuff. So I think you've got the guy with the extra damage on his.
Yeah, got 1 damage 2. Everything else is damage 1. So
you're wasting your time putting them into him. So in that sense, they're a bit of a denial unit. The damage output isn't great, but they still have a fair amount of attacks. I think it's 4 attacks each. Just double check that. But without an officer to order them, yeah, it's 4 attacks each. Without the officer to order them, they don't get access to like the extra OC.
They get the feel no pain, don't they?
They always have a 6+.
So -1 damage, it's not feel no pain, 4 invuln, isn't it?
Yeah, they're pretty. It's unlikely anything should one-shot them. Very unlikely.
Yeah.
But famous last words.
Yeah.
Then I've got.
I've bought the 6s today.
Yeah,
to deal with the Bulgarins.
I absolutely hate those dice. Then there's 5 Scions, just for cheekiness, really. Melters, plasmas, everything's kind of WYSIWYG. And then there's the Cadians, Cassicans, and they go inside the vehicle. And they are platoons, so they can come back. So that's kind of like a gimmick. And they have the D3 plus 3 melter mine into vehicles, which you don't have.
I have none.
We have 0, so it's completely useless. But anyway, they're in the list. Can't plan for a monster mash, as you know from the last league.
I do indeed, yeah. No haywire there then, no.
No haywire, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's basically it. So our mission is Scorched Earth, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So
hold 1, hold 2 effectively for 10 points. Home counts.
Yeah.
It's that funny leadership mission rule. So if your warlord is outside a deployment zone, +1 to leadership if you're within 9. Yeah. So may come into play in this game, but and obviously can burn objectives.
Okay. So, I think we've done enough talking. I'm going to be using the phone, so excuse me if I'm on my phone for doing the scoring. But I'm sure also our hosts will be doing it a little bit. They'll probably keep the score updated through the live chat. And then in post, when I post this then as actual video, I'll probably add the score in afterwards.
No pressure there, Josh. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Let's roll some dice, mate.
Absolutely. I will, just to make sure in terms of speed of the game, I will always be in dev wounds for my army, unless I change. Might be potential to move into lethal hits at some point in this, just because I haven't got the dev wound output. Okay. But just for ease of game out, unless I change, it will be dev wounds. Don't have Magnus.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone go into lethal hits.
I only ever use sustained if I've got Magnus for some turn 1 shooting, because he has dev wounds on his by default. But other than that, nice. It'll be sustained. Reserves deep strike, I guess, is the next.
Yeah, so obviously I've declared the transports as I was doing it.
Yes.
But the only thing in reserve is going to be these 5-man, what are they called? 5-man scions, because they've got deep strike.
Fair enough. I will be starting everything on the board, apart from 1 Infernal Master.
Interesting.
I'm going to start 1 Infernal Master on his own in reserves.
Has he got any enhancements on him?
No, just
naked
plain old Jane Infernal Master. Just at 1k, a little bit concerned about scoring secondaries. I've only got 6 units.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Stretch across the board. It might give me the option just to pop in and pick up some points. Leaves me 1 Rubric Marine squad that doesn't have a character in. Other than that, 2 characters. The 2 damage Infernal Master is attached to the red squad, and the teleporting Infernal Master is attached to the blue squad.
Okay, awesome. So, no characters except for the tank commander, so that's easy. No attachments there. Kaskin's in this one. How are we going to differentiate those? I think... this one's got this heavy stubber pointing backwards.
Yep.
So there you go, Kaskin in that one, and then the scout guys on top. But I'll put a model on top so it's obvious. That's it. So I'm going to go tactical.
Tactical.
Cool. Let's do attacker defender. Height. 3.
5. No infiltrate, no scout.
Scout, yeah.
You got 9 units, I think, to my 7. So I shall put you in first.
Cool.
So Josh is going to defend it.
Little basilisk.
Fantastic. Can we ask the intern just to turn down the mics on the players?
Home objective is worth 5, maximum 10 per round. So
yeah, and I don't have sticky objectives because I don't have any. So I'm deploying this.
Possibly not, so we might have to just talk over them for a bit.
9 inches.
So I think it's interesting they've both gone tactical there. Ben has put some units into reserve.
I shall be
Josh is everything on table. I think
move 8 inches, can obviously double move potentially.
Especially with the Infernal Master pick not joining his unit. Normally you'd imagine that character with his shooting would go with one of the rubric spots, but just the fear of not having enough secondary scoring, I think it is a good call to split it up.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much else that could do it, that wants to do it.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as the call's been made, you can see why it's been made. Despite our initial evaluation of those lists, where there's 1 each. I was kind of expecting him to go into reserve with the crystal and his unit.
Nice.
But yeah, with what 6-7 units on the table, I think it is probably wise to split them up. So there's at least an action monkey there, or a little behind enemy lines or something.
It's a very drawy mission, isn't it?
Definitely, especially I suppose we didn't touch on it as well with the Imperial Guard. They do have slight numbers advantage with units, especially because they've got those chimeras that not only are good transports, but the guys can get out, they can double up as action monkeys, or they could go and do things and trade onto objectives. So they're not the easiest thing to kill for the Thanatodon.
I will put down
a Vortex Beast. So it is a good idea.
Just 5 scions. They've got deep strike.
Just to spread fight and get as many points as you can. Yes, you might be trading more, but as long as it takes them ahead of points,
they choose
good enough.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
Okay, I'm going to go for
It's
No, it's fine. I'm just going to do that.
it's going to be a tight game. This, I think, even with those vortex beasts, I think we've got two very experienced and two very clever players playing this evening.
This is my intention. I might move it back.
Yeah, I don't. I'd have to get.
It could go either way.
Here, I mean, I will say. Especially, I could double move a vortex beast to here.
I'd be very interested, and obviously we'll see soon. I can imagine Josh's game plan, as I said, it's going to be a lot more wide.
So, how many Cabal points do you start with?
So with the Infernal Mark off the board, I will start with 7,
which is just enough for doing bolt.
It's just enough for doing bolt, just enough for a double move and an armor save. Could be enough for multiple armor saves. It's really the best I could hope for was to try and get 7 plus doom bolt at this level is very strong. You can potentially pick up a 5-man unit without actually activating.
Massive, right?
So I needed a bit of redundancy built in just to give me that option.
Makes sense.
So we'll be taking the 5
I think the other thing that Ben has to look out for
should be 3 turns before you've
okay, there's been a big nerf to indirect, but still that indirect hitting on 4s, that's 50%
no characters, just a 5-man.
It's still something they can't deal with, especially when you look through Ben's list. It's a lot of close range shooting.
Yeah, especially
just to make sure.
Yes, as Josh
I've got very little ability to screen, unfortunately. So just want to make sure they can cover some space, and if anything does want to drop in, that's visible.
Not only does it
flame
just
it in the face.
do damage, it also slows you down. No movement.
How rude. Okay, this is going to go
notoriously known for the fastest army to play against. Especially when you don't have the Cabal points.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement that can hit me quite hard early. So it's
I think that with a lot of this game is going to come down as well to the psychological game, which is something that isn't mentioned a lot in 40k.
So I guess,
but the psychological game against your opponent is a massive factor to some of these games. You know, and just the threat or target saturation,
commander that I'm
or if you do this, I can do this, can be a whole extra level on top of the game. And I think Ben is a very experienced and very good player, but I always feel that Ben's one weakness is analysis paralysis.
I think what we will
if you give Ben too many choices, really this should be done on a chess clock.
13-inch move on
Purely, well, that's what Josh would want, because Ben will take a long time. He will get to the most optimal choice, but it may take him a while to get there, because Ben will analyse every single situation. And I wish I had a brain that did that, rather than my ADHD brain that went, "Let's go eat."
Yeah, I'm definitely
potentially
on the camp of just sending it like you are, I feel.
Okay,
whereas if we could do a lot better with using just even Josh and Ben's mentality, but
it's really uncomfortable playing an army. I don't know. What's the range on his big shot?
It is only 24.
Okay, so
as you said, the psychological game, going back to the Basilisk as well, normally you could just have, say, 5 troops at the back of the board holding an objective. Suddenly that's not as safe.
One shot a night at the weekend.
Especially
rolled a 6 on the death wounds and a 6 on the damage. Very nice.
And then say a reinforced Gaskin squad comes in and just
won't ever happen again.
It's a very real possibility, because I don't imagine he's going to be using this reinforcement strat on anything but the...
I say it's 24. I mean, I'd love it if it was 36, but I'm pretty certain it's 24 because it's always out of range.
I believe so. I'm going to double check that, because I'm not 100% sure.
So I think what we're probably going to do for this...
Yeah. So let's look at the reinforcement thing.
The other thing as well is, I know it doesn't sound as obvious, but saving the reinforcements for the
movement 10.
Catachans, the basic battle
I'm used to them being movement 12 in
late
turn 1, but unfortunately Magnus is not with me today.
Secret objectives,
so that 24-inch double move turn 1 is normally quite nice. I think what we will do is come around this.
So he can't use them on the Bulgarian. It is only regiment units, and unfortunately Bulgarian are not regiments. A little bit racist if you ask me. I think that the whole of the Imperial line is held up by Ogrins and Bulgarians. But
And rattlings. Don't forget the rattlings.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
So,
I think
we're gonna go right up to the line.
I may be a little bit biased as I do play a Bullgreen in
I have
Dark
one
Tide.
unit left to deploy.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like it's a completely unbiased opinion, and I do think
One unit.
Yep, just
they
the one.
notoriously Bulgarian are quite hard
And
to
then the chap
kill.
in
I've played
reserves.
them into a couple of times, and quite hard to
Do
shoot
you mind if I
them.
just come around here?
Although I do think
Oh, actually, I haven't
Matt's
deployed these yet. So
haven't you?
flavor fire
Oh,
may
okay.
actually be able to get through them, especially
I put them
the
down
ones
to
Yeah,
that
the
one,
are
two,
concentrated.
three,
no,
four.
4
So
units
I'm
down.
sure
1, 2,
when Josh
3.
does want to commit them, he's going to try and commit them to
So
his
we've got
little
movement 10.
opening shots or return fire as possible.
Movement 10 on
but
movement 20.
Given how little screening there'll be, it might be difficult.
Yeah, they are a tough little unit to hit though. But let's have a look at these flamers. So you've got strength 4 flamers.
You're not really gonna have a
Ignore
lot
cover
from this
torrent
turn
going
unless,
into
like, throws
a
something at you.
toughness 6
In terms
unit
of
No.
doom
with
bolt,
3
nothing
wounds,
really
a
is.
4-up save with the brute shield 4-up invul and a -1
very
damage, which doesn't.
I shouldn't
To be
really
honest,
have to get
looking
them
through
turn 1.
Ben's list, I don't think the -1
Yeah.
damage is going to come into it too much. I think there's going to be a lot of flamer use.
Can't get onto there.
The only problem I
You'll wanna
suppose
sit
in that
on
regard
2
to help
objectives, I
with
would
kill the
think.
Vulcan is the rubrics also want you to
So,
be stunned on objective to get
Interesting.
rerolls to wound, which can double their killing power if it has to.
I think.
And
Hmm,
considering what the Bulgarins are, they're going to want to be on an objective getting into the thick of it, or at least being
this is what I'm
scoring in a
concerned
position where they don't want to die, so that extra damage could tip them over. But
about.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, exactly. There's a nice close-up of the side of Josh's head. I'm glad he's had his hair cut, and they've done quite a good job at the back line there. He's gone for the solid square off and a taper,
Oh,
which
I'd rather have a
as a
gold spot than a
90s child
receding
we always
hairline.
wanted to
You
take.
can hide a gold spot for a long
This
time.
is the crystal squad. So this is the unblemished crystal. So if they want to turn 1, go for a party somewhere, they can.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Potentially.
one of them will get a win today, and we might get a draw, which would be very
You can't
interesting.
jump out and charge, though,
One
can
getting
you?
a
So
win,
No,
they shut the other one out.
there's
winning
no-
the
But
league.
most
So
I've got here,
we'd have to-
13 plus
Exactly.
3.
I think I do
So I
think
could
the
get
most
here.
interesting result
I'm
we could
quite
get today
content, to be
is
honest,
a
just
draw.
to,
I think it would
there's no
set
need
both
to
of
be
the players
aggressive
on a
turn 1.
back
It's a very
foot for the
drawy
league.
game.
They're
this one.
still gonna
Really, you
finish
can sit
top
and score
5.
40
Both
on
of them
2
are going to finish
objectives
top 5.
without
And we've had a lot
the
of
need to
new
do much.
entries, a lot of really strong people join the league this year. Yourself, you came third last year.
I
Can
stumbled into a third, I'd like to admit,
into
but
the terrain and get line of sight on that
things went my
objective.
favour quite well, but especially
Should I
to
need
reiterate
to?
as well that although
Okay.
these are the 2 best players,
Now
in
I've
the
got
league,
one left.
and this game's going to be quite an
Line
interesting
is over
one.
here.
Very important this time round that we want to try and get as many people in as
upwards.
possible, make it a bit fun, and it's not.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Of course. It's
so
the whole point of this league is. It's what I've been saying. I've got a few friends who have joined this league from outside of the
and then
club,
another 10.
and
Double move.
it's about getting those reps in.
Definitely.
It's so important just to get that experience, to get those games in. And what I love about League is going in, and I will play against people who I probably wouldn't play against usually.
You can't
There's
both.
been a massive influx of players at club over the last year. And
You've got the choice of
I'm ashamed to say
I don't think
that
you're going to push up. Could
out of those people, I
flamers.
could probably name
you're getting within
75%
12.
of them.
Again, it's not.
But I'm really looking forward to getting some models
Policy,
on
right.
some tables,
No,
meeting
Saddle
some
Masters
new
rating,
people, playing some games,
where the
and
damage
get
is,
some experience
but
and making new
you're
friends.
absolutely right.
Oh,
And
definitely.
go on.
As
my drop,
someone
yeah.
that's, I think I've just hit my
So this is
first
the
year or first
the
and a
last
bit year
squad to go
birthday
down.
in
This
the
is
club.
the
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of the best experiences I've had as far as 40k
big
is
damage
concerned.
Infernal Master.
Friendly people,
Nice.
getting into the game.
I
and
think for the
there's a lot of
sake
people that know their
of
stuff,
we'll
but
just do a
I
quick
feel like after
measuring
you
here.
play with
Dolphins
these
move
individuals,
8, did
two
you
of them
say, or
being
are they slow
6.
boys?
No, 6.
now,
Oh, so they're quite still. Can give
they'll
them
explain
move
to
for
you what
+3.
happened, how to
No.
play, and overall,
No,
just
so they've only
to
got
get a bit
6
better.
inch
Not 1,000
moves.
points.
Yeah, 100%.
No
It's
surprises.
nothing
Hellhound
frustrates
from
me
Europe,
more
I don't
enough
like those
than
Hellhounds.
playing a
Still
game
have nightmares
and
never handed
either
once.
not teaching someone something
they are
or
now
not
not.
learning something myself. It's
Okay.
Open for a lot
yeah.
of six.
It's
Okay, so my
I
army
love to
rule
come out of a game and go.
Lethals. Is it?
Okay.
Lethals against monsters.
How did I lose that? Why did I lose that?
For
Or
my vehicles.
why did I win that?
Lethals against infantry.
How did you lose that? It's like,
Yeah.
and then going through.
That's
I hope people
Yeah,
don't
it's-
take
it's
this the
reasonable.
wrong way when I do this.
So,
I do it a lot,
that's it, shall
and
we?
I will
Yeah.
break down
Good luck, mate.
the game.
Let's have
Oh,
some fun with
there
this.
is the big shake.
Let's get this 10-10 on the road.
Yeah, come on, give me a 10.
Yeah.
Two.
Oh, so
Oh,
who's
yeah.
going first?
Either a 2 or a 6.
That's a 2 from
There you go.
Dalmar.
There's a 5.
Good luck. And we started.
Did not want first turn.
Scouts.
Scouts have got the first
I
turn.
have no scouts.
Oops.
I
Right.
think- yeah, going.
Yeah,
going second, I
I've
think
just
is
had a
quite an
couple of
advantage in
messages
this
that
position
it's
because you
really
can
hard to hear us.
potentially sit and
Okay.
sit back. So I certainly didn't want that.
So let me see if I can get our intern onto that.
I'd like you to have to come to me, if I'm honest.
So I'm just thinking about this. If I can make you double move. over here.
I've just messaged the intern.
Okay.
You've got the umbrellific crystal, and you can do that turn 1, can't you? So
I
you
can.
probably want to come down.
And just
Yeah.
while
Would
we're
cost
waiting
me,
for that, I'm just
3
taking a
cabal
look at the
points.
board itself. We seem to have
okay,
everything in
I
the
see.
right positions and
Um,
I think
So I
we're
would then only
currently just
have.
looking at scouts for the Imperial
4.
Guard, I believe.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you've got.
Yeah. It seems to be.
Plus 6. So
D6 plus 3 blast is a big shot, or 1 shot.
that's got D6 plus 6 damage.
Oh, sorry, yes, yeah. Strength.
Oh,
13.
talking on the
Minus
psychological
4.
game there, Ben and Josh are already in there. Ben has snuck
Okay,
over
so-
to Josh's side and is taking on quite a imposing.
Imposing stance.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's fine for me.
Just looking at the deployment.
Yeah, let's see what
not too much
happens.
moves.
And I'll go to 1
Uh,
CP.
CP,
We seem to have
Is it
on
precious
the top
cabal
left, we have
points?
a Chimera
Which there
with
are
the
7.
Hellhound.
it's nice to
We've
have
got the
just
stick
1 small
Oliver in the
dice.
centre of the
It's
field
not nice, I
with
shouldn't
the
say that.
tank
It's,
commander just behind them on
gonna
the
I wish I
objective.
had 19.
Then we
These
have the
dice
basilisk at the
here
back
for the turn.
and the last Chimera on
Makes
the
sense.
bottom middle
Right.
of the screen.
Alright.
Let's get going.
For the Thousand Suns, we seem to
Is
have
the secondaries on camera?
one of
Can
the
they
vortex
see them?
beasts in the centre,
Secondaries we can just
one at the top of the screen,
we can just tell them
rubrics
what they
on
are.
the backfield,
so,
and rubrics
Establish
in front
locus.
of the wall
Okay, that
behind,
probably forces
just
my
in front of
hand
his home
potentially
objective.
more than I would have liked.
and then just one more
Um,
rubric next to the vortex beast on the top.
Yeah. It's
Potentially, I could pop the crystal. Can't then double move in. Not really useful. And number 2 is no prisoners. Again, not great.
Nope.
I think there's definitely going to be a CP
that
there
was the wrong
somewhere.
button. No, stop. No.
In this mission, not scoring secondary is probably going to be the difference between winning and losing.
You okay?
Yep. No. I was messaging the intern and accidentally video called her.
Bring her on the chat.
here
the
it
back.
Yes, because they're fucking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, so no prisoners established locus. Not great turn 1, Paul.
We have no prisoners and
Maybe
established
get some
locus.
points on the board. I'm not sure if I really want to push the beast out just yet.
Established locus,
I mean, it's-
not exactly a bad one to get first
2
turn.
points.
No prisoners. That is a bit of a rough one
Do I
to
really
get,
want to risk
especially
one of my
with
beasts
such
for
low
2
numbers
points?
on the
Is the
table.
question.
Mhm.
6 inches from the centre, so I can
As
score
Ben
it
is
just moving
currently
up. I could just
checking
move
now,
the beast up and pick up
he's
2
trying to see
points.
if he can get
You just
established locus
cover.
with one of his vortex beasts.
It's not the
I don't
worst
think he
thing
wants
in the
to walk
world.
out to the middle because
No.
I know they're resilient. But I
Um,
don't think you want a whole guard army shooting him in the
The
face.
only
to-
benefit I've got, I think,
No,
is
no, I
position
do
this squad
think
with a
you
real
can
nice
actually, within
overwatch
6
on the
inches of the
objective,
centre,
which is only-
in that
probably
building
the only
there,
benefit I'm going to get
Yeah,
in
so
second
Ben
in
was in
this
the
to the
corner.
right. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Um,
Yeah, so that might be a safe one.
anything
and
jumps
I don't
on there,
see
I have the
the guard
CP to
getting
do some
Josh getting
damage,
too
but
much of a response into it.
also take
No,
Yeah.
he's going to get a
Really
response,
want to
but
go
at
with
least
that
he's going to get the
tank
benefits of cover.
been able to get line of
No,
sight.
Ben there with the psychological
massive
game
fire
on the
rate there.
opponent's side of the
Mm.
table, making Josh feel very uncomfortable.
A bit of a concern. 13.
Just from
Yeah,
as
not
Ben's doing
not
his
ideal.
pre-measurements to see what he can get away with, he
I'll
feels.
probably sit
From
there.
the
I think we will
deployment,
just move.
just going overall strategy, if I
The
had to
beast has
hazard a
got
guess
more
with
than enough
what Josh
movement
is
just to
playing
sit
for,
within 2.
given the quite
That's 6.
defensive deployment
Yeah,
of
so
Thousand
to
Suns,
get
I
within
feel
6,
Ben,
your
Josh is going
base,
to
yeah,
put
you
the
can
board
just
in the bottom.
maybe do it. You'll have to
got-
rotate, but
out
you've got
OC
more
the
than
top
enough.
of
Yeah,
the
it's got
to
10
maybe try and
inches,
burn it,
so
or
you can
try
rotate
and stop
it.
as much ground as
I
you can
shouldn't be
from
able to.
Thousand Suns.
Shouldn't have any issues. Just
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Although
content that's
that
fine.
vortex beast
Taking
and
out the
that
whole
cult could
terrain
be
set.
very,
We'll just triple check, but yeah, so quite
not helpful
comfortably
for the guard if they want to
within
stage
there.
the
He is shootable.
Yeah,
with his
well,
arm.
that is the problem with
It's
this
not really what I wanted. I
setup
think
is
may have
with
to
Scorched Earth is okay. You want to be
move
burning
a
objectives,
little bit more. Still
but at the same
on
time,
the base there, just to try and
it's
keep.
do you really want to focus those
Just
7
short
Thousand
device.
Suns and 2 Vortex Beasts onto
Obviously,
2
we'll try and play
objectives?
by intention. So
Yeah,
I
so-
tell you,
We need to keep
it's
the
going to be
OC
impossible for you to
and the
Yeah,
guard
completely.
Yeah, I think
used
you'd
to
need to come.
Yeah.
Certainly have to come round this way a bit more. Where I was first,
I
I
can
think
also
there was
see
quite an
through
open intent. So it's going to sit behind there.
A lot of
The
discussion
chaos
here,
spawn,
as we were saying earlier.
less than an inch away from the
Ben,
objective,
what,
so an advance.
10 minutes into the
Not get
game,
onto
we
it
are.
with an advance.
Ben's moved a single model.
Start as you mean to go on.
Spicy 6.
It's not.
Gives them
Start as you
plenty
mean
of
to go
room
on
there
for
on the
sure. I think
advance,
he's gonna
and the spawn are just
play
going
quite
to
defensive to start with.
move up.
Yeah.
He
They're gonna
does
sit
I
on the
think,
objective
have the
behind
damage
the
output
wall.
advantage when he gets close, but definitely not at long range. So using the
Only a
buildings,
couple of OC.
touching
I
objectives
expect
you can.
Josh will come out and take that
Um,
off me, but
I assume he's trying to go for an early OC lead or try
more
to,
for
or
turn
objective
2 if you know.
primarily,
How many OC have they
because
Only
the guard
one.
can try and force him
Literally
off
2
it,
OC, so
or at least to
it's
try
gonna
and
be a
get
bit of a
20 points so you can
a
maximise
low
the secret
scoring
objective if it
game, I
comes to
think.
it.
I'm sat on the home objective. I am just going to move a couple back,
Yeah, it's.
just in case your indirect goes absolutely crazy and kills a whole squad. I'm sure it won't happen, but you never know.
Yeah, he said it's going to
The
happen.
early
yeah,
rounds,
yeah.
I'm going to
I will comment in how pretty those shells of
That's
models actually look in the
that's
background
my
with the
one,
green and
but
purple
it's-
lights.
They do look
There's plenty of
amazingly beautiful.
points
They
on the
do,
table,
they
I
do.
think.
And completely distracted the
question is
ADHD
what
there
to do with
kicking
this
in.
beast.
As Ben hypothesizes on thing, it's he's got that thing.
Maybe I'll
There's
have a
Josh
proper one of those
striking a very
transports, but that's
Commanding
a bit
pose.
far out.
commanding pose, yeah, as Ben is surveying the battlefield.
2-inch pivot.
I'm
Getting it to there.
interested to see if he's measuring out the second vortex beast now.
I think
I'm
we're
interested
gonna-
to see if it
we're
moves
gonna
to the
move the
middle to kind of
beast.
support the first one.
It's
where it
gonna
tries
pivot.
To play the top, like top of the board.
Okay, he's going
I
down the
do
middle.
think I
Interesting.
agree with the middle.
Yep, that's not the play I wanted
the
to make,
objective
so that's
and the
good.
side objective.
I'd say.
If
So
he
it's going to
does-
come that
he has
way.
gone for
and
that
then,
by the look of it,
I'm
or
going to go
try to be more
straight
central.
into shooting phase. Hang around.
I've
gonna
got
spend
some
5
messages
from the sorcerer to
from
double move.
the chat.
Down to
Apparently,
2.
they're struggling to hear you. Apparently, I am
okay.
talking
This-
over the
this
din
beast. And I'm going to
Okay, I can see what
of
he's like.
guys. So we
Slightly
will
different
try at
route. I
our
was
end.
hoping
I've
to-
tried to contact our
I've got
intern,
enough to fill
but
it here,
unfortunately,
just
they are an unpaid intern.
on the edge there.
We
I
are
know
we
we're
are
gonna
still
be able
just
to
an
get the
amateur
inside somewhere,
channel,
but
so
hopefully not too
sometimes
bad.
it hit or miss. And of course, we are actually not
no
on venue
shooting.
tonight. This
Don't
is
go
a
if there's anything.
first
Pick up the
experiment
2
with
on
established
established locus.
trying
Burn
to
the prisoners for a CP.
to do this remotely.
To go to 2.
So
That is my turn. Done.
I'll see
Check
if I can
out
sort
the
my
actually live.
microphone out to make myself a bit more
Turn
heard.
off the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it probably helps. I will shout
Okay,
into
yeah,
any
well,
voice
So
you give
yeah,
me.
not a great.
Not
The
the
fact-
people
the-
on the.
What I love is the fact
Not a
I
great
have
start. I was
messaged
hoping for a big
Joshua.
10
He's picked up
secondary
his
turn
phone
one,
4
it will
times
do.
so far.
But
got
it
little
was
dance.
not to be.
Okay,
Not to be.
Well, I think he
so
just wanted you to,
let me just
he wanted
do this in
to do a
full
dance for you.
view.
Obviously, he's still not read my
So
messages.
you had no prisoners.
No
but
prisoners,
yeah.
which I've burnt for a CP. And established locus
so-
for 2.
So you've gone for 2, and I don't know if Adam and Jordan have that.
Yeah.
Ben got 2 on that turn for primary and burnt. No prisoners. I'm going to randomly draw mine, and I got assassinate and extend battle lines.
Okay. So character.
Yeah.
Some work for the
So
indirect to do.
I'd say so.
Again,
Sten
that is a rough
Coven
draw
one-day
for
man?
Josh.
Or was it 2?
Yeah.
So I think I mean, I would have been happier with that because
Extend is the perfect first
It's an
turn.
auto 5 points without committing.
Oh,
I think it's quite nice.
Yeah. I've just had to turn you down on my end, so
I don't remember you said.
no. So yeah,
People can
so
let us know.
yeah, so if people can let me know, just pop me a message, to reach me if you're in, or just drop it into chat in chat, because I am actually in chat as well of the channel. You don't have to message me privately, although you know I love it when you do.
Declare mine.
So that was extend battle lines and
shooting.
assassinate.
If
Extend
you get
battle
line
lines,
sight,
a great
I'm more than
card to
likely to
pull
use those
first
2
turn.
points to reroll
Assassinate,
save.
possibly.
Okay, yeah,
not.
because you declare it my shooting phase, yeah.
Declare it at the start of the phase. The
I don't
beast is
think
6
many
inches
of the
from there,
Thousand
so it
Sons
means
have shown
basically I get
themselves or
36
want
inch
to show
range. I can
themselves
put it on the
early,
unit,
so,
my assassinate.
the only shots he's going to get is the
Just in
Vortex
case I
Beast, so I
forget
think
to say.
Assassinate is probably going to be
Okay, so I've got to give
something,
myself some
or
orders.
if he is
So
going
I'm
to
going to
hold
give
it
myself.
to try and threaten to stop that deep striking
this is going to get
or Infernal Crystal, Infernal
just in
Masters
case.
from coming up, so it is something he could do.
Again, I think that takes us back to the comment earlier about. Whoa! I think that was a massive moment
I don't think
there.
that's going to be a good charge for.
I've never noticed how hairy Josh's arms are.
I did take 6 Bolgan into a beast.
I think that's a game changer.
They're not going to kill it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
Definitely
considered.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
Maybe
if I did
he's
that.
considered.
Well, no, I should
shaving.
get 2, maybe 4.
But no, back onto topic.
So I did pre-measure this.
Josh may
get
into that psychological game.
There's
There's a massive psychological game there about knowing that your opponent has a certain card. It's like they've got assassination, so I'm not going to bring any of my actual.
You have then got the
characters
opportunity
out
with that. So got a flamer.
Does hammer
again, we are playing at a really high level here. Josh is
any boys
a member of the Wales WTC team, and to be honest,
damage.
I expect Ben to be a member of the Wales WTC team next year.
Triple check just so that could impact.
Yeah, I think he only missed out this year by pure chance and scheduling. So
my load a little bit.
These are some high level play
because that's a very juicy target for both of these to come in to get.
So
I think it is. I think I said before.
So I've already got the extended. If I don't want to go over there.
So
yes, you would already score the 5, which I think is a good and nice quick start. I know everyone always is concerned about tsons, but I really don't have the damage available to take out these vehicles. Maybe 1 a turn. It is a concern.
That's a statement there from Ben. I'm not sure if that came across on the channel. Ben has just stated that he's worried about the vehicles. He doesn't think he's got the damage output to deal with it. So I know those Vortex beasts
more than one tank, not one tank
can
and the boys inside.
devastate them.
That's the challenge.
I don't think it.
Have a lightning bolt in the bag, which would be the.
Don't really want to lose my tank command at this early juncture.
D3 plus 3 or D6
and I give you a 9-inch drop here with a double move.
You
could move on to
this
this
against
objective.
some of the harder targets like
not going to be alive.
Yeah,
but it takes 5 points off me.
Yeah, I think especially in this case where Ben hasn't really got much to spend his cabal points on.
They can go where they want.
So
next turn. Usable in combat.
A Doom Bolt is 7 points. He's making 9 a turn. So
he won't be making. I think he'll only be down to 7 at the moment because one of his
isn't on the table. Yeah.
How many wounds to Crimea?
Exactly. Yeah. So there's going to be no Twists of Fate, which is 9 cabal points, which increases the armor penetration on psycho attacks against a specific unit. Which, of course, most of Thousand Sun stuff is psycho attacks.
11 wounds.
Yes, definitely, especially with his.
That's more output than one of my squads. So
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move. I've already done the move on this.
It looks like he is going to commit the tank commander out.
And I think I'm doing exactly what you should never do. Against tsons,
in the words that Josh says, I'm doing exactly what I shouldn't do.
Yeah, so well, he seems to have taken that back as soon as he went to do it.
I can get a couple of hunter killers and this into one of them, take them down to a reasonable level. Half maybe. To be honest with you, it needs to be combined with the charge. That isn't That's only an 8-inch
I think that is quite a key point to notice, that normally if you commit, you know, one of your main tanks shooting...
I'm not really interested in that, because all I want to do is take the
vortex
objective off you.
beast,
Not gonna
the
lie.
key phrase Josh went for there is,
Just
I'll
to try
hurt
and
it a
cap
bit,
your
or
primary
I'll
game
get
a
it
little
down
bit.
a little bit. He doesn't expect to kill
So,
it, which didn't really
might
never do, considering how
it's
big his spike.
OC4, isn't it?
Obviously it'd be perfect for him if it did.
Do you mind if I give him a
At least it'll make it easier for the next
Yeah,
turn.
that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go...
After this move
sacrificing
while
this
he's still on the
objective
top,
would be a
I
mistake.
imagine the Thousand Suns
Early game.
don't have the biggest
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So
return
back on my base.
in damage, especially on the flanks.
Let's do it properly.
But he could, as I said, drop the Umbilical Crystal rubrics in,
Go
bring the other rubrics
straight
with
to
double
here.
move,
We're talking.
and then it's at least 2
Back
vortex
on my base.
beasts
Let's
and
do
2
front of the
rubrics
base. So
with
it's
their
4 inches to
masters.
here. And then I have
Some
11
damage on
left.
one flank, but that will be a heavy commitment if he did that.
But I'm going to have to pivot, so it takes me down to 9. Which...
Looks like he is trying to go
he's
for the
got
middle
a
objective as well.
Dozer blade on.
Nice
So
from one of the
do that.
vortex beasts.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's 2 chimeras. His Hellhound's just gone forward to turn off. No, his Hellhound's there on the left
And I'm
with the
actually
tank on the
my
back.
casking out.
Yeah. So that's 2 chimeras.
Flame, if you wish.
And
Oh, he's committing the cassock into this as well.
oh, wow. That's a big commitment. Turn 1.
I can hear them
Straight into the centre of the board.
It's quite a good
This-
hear them, though. I quite like
I feel
it.
like it is,
Do
but I
you?
also feel like this is a big.
I can hear them
want to
very
die
slightly.
play for
Don't like
Cascan,
that.
which
They're
of
making me
course they can
doubt
get
what I'm
reinforced,
doing
they
here.
can put him into a better position.
Yeah,
But it
true.
stops his opponent getting primary and maybe facilitates a kill on a vortex beast.
So
I
there's
think
a
it's worth
melter, and everything else I don't really care about. So,
But we'll have to let the dice decide, especially
Okay,
with the
finish that
Cascan's low
movement.
damage. Their
now
guns
this is
are
going to
be quite
move.
swingy.
It's
It's
only got
going to
movement
be
10 now.
the special weapons that do
So
the
why?
damage.
You've
for
still
them.
got these guys to get out.
I have, yeah.
And that's the.
That's
Is that the
separate.
5 or the
So
10?
what?
That's 10.
What I will comment
Yeah,
is
that is-
I've had a few comments about the volumes.
Yeah,
Apparently they're struggling to hear us when the players at the table are
I
playing
think I want
as well. We are still experimenting. Of course, we are not on site. We are actually
step out and clear
at a secure location, 60 feet below sea level.
So bead,
to be
They lock the
safe.
door.
Yeah, to be
If I can
safe
knock out-
from
it's
the
a high risk strategy, but if I can knock one out
the outcome of this match. But we are trying to get in
the flames
contact
come out to play.
with people to try and
Don't
sort
really
it.
care
But
about guards.
I'm sure we will sort this out
Not
for
gonna lie.
future streams. We've got a little bit of nerves there. You
I
can
have
see
finished my
Ben
movement.
twitching
Just
a little
delaying
bit
for time.
as this first round of shooting starts. It's quite interesting to see this from a third person view. I wish I could play my 40k games from a top down perspective like this. I think I would have much better tactical
Okay.
decisions
It's also
and
more
view.
40k.
Yeah.
Those guys out. What's the
I
profile
feel like
on
if I
it?
had this view, I'd
on a
overthink it
on,
a bit too
uh,
much, to be honest. And I'm
Go on.
T5, 4 wounds each. 5 up in one,
look of it.
5
We're
up
going
I like to eat
5
rather for
wounds
breakfast,
each.
no
Let's
doubt.
go for the
like D6 plus 2 attacks each or something crazy.
Yeah, they fuck me up.
No, he's going
Only hit force.
into the spawn.
No, I'm going to put guardsmen. I'm going to get them out. Fucking insane.
I don't know
Why
if I
am I
agree
doing
with
that?
the
You can't come at me with these two
Gachan's
very
trying to
quickly unless you
man
double
fight
me.
the
But then you're
spawn.
limited,
And
aren't
maybe
you?
he'll
You've
get
still
a
got your
Chimera
dude to
trying
come
to help
down.
them, but if he doesn't take both, at
Gotta
least one of them
extend
down, I
and
feel
push
like
him
those
too
spawns
hard.
could make handy work of a
So if I
10-man
can kill
guardsman
these, it
squad.
takes out some of your action.
100%. I think there's a lot of commitment
So I
here,
think
and if the initial attack doesn't
frame
hit,
las
the
guns, double
clapback
frame
is
that.
going to be insane.
Lasguns might kill
Although
one.
from-
They got a 5%
I'd say,
okay.
at least
They
from
bring back
Ben's
D3 if I don't
positioning,
kill one.
especially with the
Every
rubric to the back,
command
I'm unsure they might be the Umbolific Crystal Squad. It doesn't look like he prepared.
So here goes
for
nothing. I'm
Josh
going to get them
Brolin.
out. Oh, absolutely mental. I can
especially
hear.
given the case,
I
the
can
amount
hear
of
myself
people
watching this
watches
back
for
and
the middle,
going, Josh, it's turn 1. Just sit there and get fucking 10 primary. You fucking psycho.
I think, in all honesty, personally for me, I think it's the right decision because if you can pick up a beast and spawn this turn, I'm very, very limited in what I can do.
Yeah, so I think that's. I think
this one.
what we're viewing here is some high level actual
Okay, so
back
I'm going
and
to
forth
try.
between these two players about
Go to the
honesty,
shooting
about
phase
what
then.
happens with the game, how swingy these dice are going to be, and how much it's going to affect the actual rest of the game. There. I think it's really interesting to hear
Reroll.
these two
18 inch, well, technically 36 inches because I'm within 6 of a beast, but everything's within 18. So on any of these units, I can reroll a save once it's fouled.
Obviously,
So
not as important as hearing those two
strap
speak, but
onto the beast.
So I believe
And just roll
Ben
6
confirming
fours.
there, he's popped a strap to give him a free
So
reroll.
big grenade
He's got
strap.
multiple units that are being shot
4.
at, so hopefully this will help one
Yeah,
to survive.
really good.
yeah, that was his indirect, I believe.
I take 1.
This is the dice that I'm expecting into you, Ben. So, have you got wound counters? You've got your own, haven't you? Okay, cool.
Because that was onto
12.
the vortex.
Yeah. And then I will blow my melter mine. D3. 2. Oh, it's just 2. I don't know why I'm rolling. 2 more. And then
lots of AP.
It's their mortals.
Oh, they are mortals.
Yeah.
Take 1. 50-50.
50-50.
Down to 11.
Okay.
So, hoping to do a little bit more than that, but here we are. Then I'm going to fire double flame, everything into the vortex beast. So, Hunter Killer, hits. Bloody hell.
This is a big shot.
Doesn't do
Yes.
it. Cool.
Of course.
Double flamer. It's 7. So that's 5. 7 strength 5.
D10. 6s.
6s. Nothing. Last gun array. So.
Okay, notoriously,
silly shots.
normal guard play
the
doesn't
last
know
guns.
how a last gun array works.
No.
Guardsman firing.
Neither
at
do
me,
I,
yeah.
to be honest.
That's
But I know
rapid
it tends
fire,
to do
though.
most of the damage.
So
from
get
the
some of
attack.
that. Should
Yeah.
statistically get 2 6s, and they are lethals.
Well, you know, as a guardsman, you don't need to know how it works. You just pull the trigger and hope the Emperor's on your side, right?
So it would be a 4 up
Or
in
at least
cover.
blind the enemy with pure dazzle.
Yeah.
Loves it. Oh, okay. Big melter into this. 1 shot, and then the
That's
identical
not a good
profile.
start
So
for the
3s,
melter.
Absolutely.
4,
Are they T9 melters or are they?
T9. Yeah, so it's a 5.
So
1
it's
goes
a
through.
5 to win.
Yeah. My problem is we're talking about dazzle from a laser cannon. I just go to my hero academic.
D6 plus 6.
Is it D6 plus
So
4?
classic
I'm not
as
in
well,
that
to be
range.
sure.
Just D6 damage. You've still got more melters over here. I think this
Ben
is the big
considering
damage
he wants to
profile
reroll a
weapon.
save from
It
one of
is.
the
Not
multi-
sure
I've got
about
this
the
as well.
spawn.
Hellhound?
Yeah.
Has that got line of sight as well?
Yeah.
Looks like
He's
one of
got
them went
the-
through
is it
so
the
far. I don't know if
D6
he's
plus
done the hunter
3?
killers yet,
Yeah.
but that'll follow
Big
after this.
cannon.
Yeah.
That's only 3 damage? Or D6?
Yeah, one thing to note and one thing that gets misplayed with fast rolling is if you're
I think I
doing
may as well use the reroll
random
there once in
damage
my control.
weapons, you should roll them individually
decision.
because the player has to declare it after the roll. Whether
Gonna
they're
run out of
going to
5s
take that
eventually. Ben. I know
nullification.
it. I can
Hey.
feel it in my bones.
As long as it gets me through turn 1. That's the
Okay.
hope.
Now these are actually going to shoot into there. So I've got a melter in there, hit on 3s,
So here comes
misses.
the Gaskin themselves.
Here we go. Grenade launcher, D3 shots, 3. So they're hitting on 3s as well. They all hit their strength 9, so they're 5s. 1 wound, maybe 2.
5 up in 1. Goes through.
D3, 3 damage.
3 damage. I'll just get the 5s now, it's fine.
Is all of
there
these
it
vortex
is.
beasts?
2 of them. So take 1.
I wish I
Never
could
seen someone
see
roll so many
how many
fucking
wounds that
fives
vortex
as you.
beast was on. It's taken a couple of wounds,
Actually, done to
not
it,
as
so.
many I think as Josh would have
And then
liked.
the rest of the
that to
shooting.
take,
Plasma
but-
gun,
By the
firing
sound of it,
force.
it took 2 wounds
1
from the
lethal.
first volleys, and I think it just took
AP 2
3
big
there.
profile.
Goes through.
It's still
2
looking
damage.
quite
2
healthy,
damage.
especially with the
Takes
Gale
2.
Does he blow up? He does.
Oh,
Whoa.
he did die, actually.
Nope.
Where is the little fucker? There he
Shows
is.
how
He dies.
So the
Good job, buddy.
melter- oh, it was the
Plasma
melter
pistol from the
gunman
sergeant.
himself
Also
decided to
overcharging.
use double flame.
Hits.
Yeah.
5, please. Nope.
Does he blow up as well? He does!
Good job, buddy.
The melter pistol
Why
and
didn't
melter
he take
gun
he's
now.
keeping no
Yeah.
prisoners at this rate?
Oh, I'm
It's-
laughing,
it's-
but I'm crying.
It's,
And then
it's how the
1,
Kaz
2,
King would want to
3,
go.
4, 5,
Definitely.
6.
I don't
Last
want to go by
guns.
the
1,
vortex
2,
beast.
3,
No,
4,
no.
6.
No.
These are hitting on
Damage from the hot
3s.
shot last gun.
And then these are wounding on 6s.
That was a more than average roll, I believe. There.
Ain't shooting me. Nothing?
Wow. No 6s.
Oh god, dice are a bit cold at the moment, I think.
Just a little bit. Oh yeah, I didn't do Hunter Killer. So we'll do that. In the box, please. I don't know what I rolled. I rolled a 4. I regret it.
So, Hunter Killer gone.
Hunter killer gone. That's it. That's got a hunter killer, so I've got to divide this
So
up.
you got two
more hunter killers. Well, three.
Three more.
One here. So I think he shot everything.
Yep.
Hunter killer, double heavy flamer, and
Magnetized. No.
no, I wish. That's a good idea, actually. Hunter
Killer
killer from Chimera. Fucking hell, it hits. Doesn't do anything. There's the wands.
Yeah, I think there was a good point there
Double
about
flamer into the
magnetizing
beasts.
your weapons.
9. That's all right.
Especially hunter killers.
Strength 5.
I have played a couple of games where people have played their hunter killer and they've forgotten they played the hunter killer and tried to play it later on.
You threw me when you said beasts.
That many saves, maybe 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, my autism
It's a flame.
It is ignores.
far to one point for
I'm pretty
someone
sure
to
they're
do that.
armor save.
It's never malicious. It's
No,
always just
for
a
armor save, no
mistake.
cover.
So I've been recently
6.
working with a new tile list that I've brought in, and I do need to magnetize some stuff.
So it
because I'm
is
running
enough to
8
kill one in
TNT
theory.
missiles, and I
5
don't know if I'm
armor
gonna do
save.
that without anything else.
I've made
You,
one.
I feel you should
So
put
no
some.
fill, no problems. I lose
What's that?
beast.
X-wing
Flamer.
bases on.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
5
yeah.
ups.
Yeah.
So one beast is down to 1.
Okay.
So we've got the spawn down to 1.
The Lasgun array.
Yeah, but for the record, if he
No,
can't
big
finish
ones.
that off, they actually recovered D3 wounds in the command phase.
Some 6s.
So
Got 1.
they're not as bad as the Beast of Nurgle,
Oh, nice.
which
4. No AP.
to be honest, my favourite
No,
lore
okay.
for
Mr. Spawn, so these are 4 up.
chaos unit.
With cover.
If you've never read them, sorry to distract away from the
Take
game.
1.
But the
What
Beast of
did I do?
Nurgle, the whole thing is they just
It's
want
not.
to be everyone's friend and they just want a hug.
Fuck your dice,
And
Ben.
then, unfortunately, they
Well,
kill
That was
the
actually a
hug
3.
because they're so poisonous. So what happens is they
There
run
we go,
up, they
nice,
run
yeah,
up to
and
someone,
so-
hug it,
yeah,
and
himself.
it's
Ah,
like in
heavy stubbers.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to forget you. Because I need you. Oh!
yeah, it's why they've always
saves on
got
the
massive
vortex beast,
smiles on their
please.
face.
No
There's
anything.
2 damage each, aren't they?
1.
And I
4
love
ups.
I love Beast
Take
Nurgle.
1.
Unless
2
I'm
damage,
playing
1
games.
damage.
1.
Takes 1 down to 7.
I don't like those odds. Okay, cool. And the heavy stubber from this one in here. How many shots do you get on a heavy stubber?
Into a chaos spawn.
Just generally, yeah. I have no idea what that
Get
is.
the stubbers and the flamer and the big flamer and
Just everything.
Single digits.
They come with too many
Yeah.
guns to be quite
pretty
honest.
good for a
with you.
transport, aren't they? Amount of firepower they get.
Yeah, you'd think.
It
Yeah, you'd
would
think
put
that,
him
but-
very out in the open.
Yeah,
Which,
that makes
again,
sense. One
I
hit.
think there's some psychological games with doing that.
4
I think
bullets,
Ben
5, yeah.
I'm rolling
take a
well
massive
below
hit.
average and you're rolling really well
Losing
above, but I did get a better secondary.
losing the
This
Vortex
fate
Beast
shoving
first
it in my
turn
face.
is going to be
That's
a
good.
massive hit to Ben.
Sorry, the Katachan. 2 flamers.
They
They don't come with anything else. Special weapons.
That you were mentioning earlier.
8.
When you've got
And these are going to be
Cassian,
5s.
3 tanks, tank
3
commander,
saves.
and Bulldog
Ignore
in your
it.
face. That is a lot to deal with.
But no,
Exactly. And if Josh can
3 damage,
take
so that's the
a
spawn.
Vortex Beast off first
1
turn,
dead.
that
They
means
all
he
one
can take a
damage.
Vortex Beast off
The one's
second
already
turn.
dead.
Yeah. One
You
done.
won't
And
have
then-
lots of
Oh
kills
yeah.
in
Oh yeah.
second
One
turn.
taken,
But
one.
then
dead.
one
No.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
again,
So-
it's
Oh, one
it's
takes-
that
yeah,
worry,
one's dead,
isn't
one's
it?
down
It's,
to 2.
One
And then the last
spawn
guns.
dead.
1.
I know one of those hunter killers missed.
4. 5.
He's still got 2 hunter killers still on the table
7.
if he was to bring his basilisk out.
These are the normal dudes firing las guns.
Very true.
Looking for
Nope.
6s.
It looks like so far one of the
There you go,
spawns
Eddie.
gone down. I believe this is the
down
Flames,
Flames,
misses.
Cactus one trying to finish the one off.
Yeah, good.
And
It's to be honest, I am fully supporting of killing
So it's
the chaos spawns, namely because I hate the
0
current
AP.
GW
las
sculpts.
guns now.
Oh, for sure.
4 up.
I think it's probably older than I am at this point.
I'm
Nearly.
going
up.
Or close to
It's down to 1.
No, he's got another chaos
That's
spawn
not
down to
annoying at all.
1 wound. Oh, you can see that frustration there in Josh's
okay.
face. There's nothing worse than firing.
So I've only got these 2 left to
getting down
shoot.
one.
God, there's so much shooting,
I
isn't there?
think you could technically.
Everything's
maybe
going
get
into the
with a
Vortex
Chimera
Beast. Last cannon.
charge around the corner.
Yeah.
Cool. Multi-melters.
See,
Oh,
he,
this is
I-
big thing.
no, yeah.
And then these 2 hits. So these are going to be 5s. 2
2.
saves, AP4.
AP4.
1 goes through.
Big D6, please. 4 damage through.
He takes 3.
That's 4.
3 ones
Yeah.
and 6.
How many shots from the big gun? 1.
I really wish I could see how many wounds that vortex beast has.
And no hits. Awesome. Oh, that is incredible. I am so happy that happened.
Yeah. You can
So,
hear the
don't wanna
relief
put
in
that into it,
Josh's
'cause
voice
that's
there.
4s followed by 5s.
Definitely.
I think if I was in that position, I would throw caution to the winds. I think
from killing the beast.
within low digits, a Bulgar in charge.
Spawn.
I'd maybe even throw in that
Spawns, right.
middle unit
I'm
of
going to put it into spawn. D6 plus 3.
Kazakin.
5.
I think it's the Kazakin in the middle.
That makes sense. He could
Yes,
re-heal to
and
4.
I believe they might be
But
a
one
bit more
T5s, I think you
chaff at that point. The
Oh,
Bulgarians
okay.
definitely
Oh,
could hit it,
should have
but
put that
he
into
does
Yeah.
have
bloody.
AP2 at least, aren't they?
a
Yeah,
reroll, so
AP2.
he needs
So it's going to be 5 up in Yvonne.
Yeah.
Just casually 4 5s now. 2 5s.
2 damage.
2 damage each. So
Just fail one of them, Ben.
I'm pretty sure I will. There you go.
Yay, I got a thing. I killed a thing.
Okay, the first one has.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then something I didn't want to do,
What total is gone?
which I shouldn't probably do, but I can't have the risk of that vortex beast being alive. And then I get double
Go on,
flame
Josh, go
attack.
get him.
Is that-
Go on. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on, my son.
Against charge.
Go on, go
Fail
on,
on
go on, go
5.
on, go on.
Who's charging?
These.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Sorry,
trying to-
very- Yes, very
These
British
can't
reference
check
there. I
it.
do
They can't
apologise.
check it.
I'm a big also
Nexus
fan of
charge.
the
Do I reroll
roll
it?
the charge and then
TP?
check how far it is.
Got one
Big
left.
energy.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Sorry, just catching up
go
with
for it.
chat. Bearded
2.
Steve there saying the sound of us talking over Joshua is
Was
nothing
it 7
new.
or 8? I need to know.
Oh, have they just got much louder?
They have indeed.
I don't think.
Or Josh has.
I'd be so surprised.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic.
It was 8 all day long.
Yeah, a lot of the channel at the minute is
Crate as well, yeah.
everyone demanding Josh and Ben
Straight
be
line-
muted.
straight line, I can't get in.
They paid a lot for us to be here at the minute. What? Are you not?
Want to kill it from the tank commander.
Oh wow. It's,
Hits.
I've gone
and it's
into the
lethal.
charge.
Unfortunately, my main appearance
Fine.
in
Got
Rainbow
charge.
in the
I wouldn't have
You
fired
wouldn't
it.
early
find
90s
Hunter Killer.
has
So all I
paid
would
off,
say is
and
from
my
that
reputation
perspective,
has
is that's your
followed me.
information.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
I must
Okay.
have missed that.
I
one,
did
but
say
I'll
I did
take
declare
your
all
word
hunter
for it.
killers though at the start of the turn.
As Zippy, I'm sure Gaz is not in channel.
If that was your intent,
he-
then absolutely.
Yeah, I did declare it all.
likes to remind me I sound like
So one hunter
Zippy when
killer.
I'm recorded.
It's lethal.
apparently.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Apparently, I sound like Zippy when I'm not
so
recorded,
that's-
but I won't say that out
standard.
loud.
We
So
say
there's
again,
one
though,
hunter killer
the
left
first time
now.
we're doing this more
Five,
remote.
Just on the
Well,
basilisk.
or at least the
Yeah,
guys
on the
are. I'm happy to
basilisk.
join them for the first one.
So I am discarding
We'll see if
assassinate.
we can sort the audio,
and I'm going into your
audio
turn.
differences up between
Cool.
us lot and the
So we go
players.
up to 4.
Maybe in this game, if not,
You did
we'll sort it for next
do what you
time.
needed to do.
Indeed. And to be honest, I am loving the dynamic of both of us on here.
I
think
think you
we're
can
balancing each
massively
other
overestimate
very well.
the damage
And if
output.
anything, I'm shocking myself how much I
We're about
actually
to
know
find
about
out.
the game.
There's not
very
much
thankful for that.
output in this list. I don't have Magnus.
I don't know if the hosts are following on that. I only got 5 and extend. Well, only that's good.
Yes.
And
Okay,
assassination.
no, I've not recorded this.
I did
burnt
catch it.
received.
I'm burning.
Okay,
So I've gone
so
to
5 and extend. No, not
4.
on assassination. Has he burnt assassination?
4 CP.
Burnt assassination.
I might.
Yeah.
He burnt
I
assassination.
think when the crates went flying.
Okay,
I,
so
there it is.
going it's 10
So we'll
10
go to 7
to
Kabul, I'm still
then
missing
5
2.
to Josh at the minute.
Yes.
Going to the command phase, there is battle shot.
Let me try again.
East.
All right.
I don't think it really
Matters.
matters, but so I'm not going to
We
use
may have
the
lost Ben's camera as well.
Lost it.
5.
Yeah, we have
Eight,
Even
one
that
fine,
is
so
a
it
perfect
passes
statue.
battle shot. There's no other
No,
battle
1
shot.
second. I'm going to try and
The
reach.
decision I need to make now is: do I bring these guys up this turn before I move forward? That would cost me 3 Kabul points. Really, I'm tempted to because I need to make an impact.
It's going to be a short game.
I mean, I would have liked to have kept them a little bit further
I think this is
behind,
my worst
but
nightmare. I'm seeing both Ben.
I mean, the Chimeras are really just action monkeys now.
Yeah, well, they're annoying action monkeys, right?
Yeah, let me see what the and I believe I'm playing this correctly, the rules state for the crystal you have to use it at the start of your command phase.
That's right. Yeah.
Draw secondaries are after the battle shop step of the stage, so I have to do it before I see my secondaries.
Okay.
So that's the only thing.
That makes sense.
Obviously, if I was to pull now behind enemy lines, and
You definitely would
I'd
have pulled
definitely
them.
do it.
I see. Okay. So there are some limitations to the Thousand Suns. It's encouraging.
Yes, yeah, it does.
I'll put you on turn 2.
Thank you very much. Obviously, the question here is you've got very little this side now. You've got the squad to come in, but there's not much that can really threaten this objective. I can't get there with a normal move. If I pop the crystal, I could probably sit here and pick up that pick up the transport at least. Try and clear these guys in the middle.
Oh, I'm getting a call from that. Oh, hello. Hello.
I'm worried about these Bulgrins, but
they feel like we have
Okay.
managed
I'll
to get
just,
through to Josh, so hopefully we'll get a few of the technical issues sorted out. If you can just bear with us.
Cheers.
If I pick up the crystal, I lose the opportunity to do a Doom Bolt coming in from reserves, which could be quite useful over here.
And we're back. There's some measurements on screen. Not sure what those measurements are. There's 696 pixels from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen. Oh,
if only it was a bit further thought we could put deployment zones with them, but I think we're just sorting out the cameras.
I think we are. I think we are. Oh, and Ben's just got very loud. Oh, I'm not sure. We've just lost all Ben's camera again.
No, I think it's just caught up. I think it was just doing a little jump, but
yeah.
You did miss the 2 bends
Carry
on
on,
each
please.
screen, which was terrifying.
No.
I can think of much less worse. Two
just getting the
Falcons
2 vortex beasts coming towards me.
Ooh, decisions. I really didn't want to do this earlier, but I wasn't expecting.
I know you always do. I was expecting it.
I wasn't expecting you to do that.
No.
No, definitely not. As I was saying before, I don't think Ben expected Josh to run him as fast as he did. I didn't expect it for sure, but I think at the moment he's just deciding if he wants to deploy the Unbelievable Crystal onto that Objective 6 at the bottom, try and pick up that Chimera, hide in the shadow of the building, but it will leave him quite weak in other areas, and the guard might actually just be able to push through.
I made the ultimate mistake, and I do it every time I play Tsons. This is why I lose every time I play Tsons.
I'm going to use the crystal.
Because I always push into Tsons.
It is going to cost me a Doom Bolt.
Remember this, kids. Never push into Tsons. They have flames.
As the man says as he runs into Tsons.
Yeah.
Now I can draw my secondaries.
Oh,
let's see what happens.
So
containment. Ooh.
I'm not sure. It might just be us in here in the studio, Hot Dice Studio, which aren't seeing the measurements.
I mean,
so we will see what comes through on thing again. As always. No, I was going to say, as always, I am in chat for the channel as well for the stream, and also you can reach out to me. Anyway, or even remember to like and subscribe and stuff like that, because we will be continuing to do this throughout the entire league. There will be games streamed, hopefully none of mine, so you can't see how terrible I actually am at playing this game.
I definitely want to see me versus you stream if it ends up
Oh
being
yeah, that would be really interesting. Me versus you with Ben and Josh commenting.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, let's switch it round. Yeah, that would be good. And I'm sure I will draw you this stream. You know what my luck is with stream. With the league, first league I drew straight into Josh, and then second league I drew straight into Ben. Luckily, I actually got the win against Ben last league, and I think that's purely the fact that I was running a Monster Mash list and Josh was running Dark Eldar.
I had a similar experience. My first league, I was in the first season. Felt pretty good. Got a few wins under my belt. I was pretty confident. bumped into this nice gentleman called Ben who slapped me back to
That's
20-0 and humbled me definitely.
And I always find this to guard.
I like to think we're all improvement. There is a lot of good players at club at the minute, and I am happy to see so many people coming from just joining the game to this level. And I think stuff like the league and stuff like these streams are what is bringing that to the club.
What makes guard interesting on the Overwatch? It's the lethal.
So we've got to give a lot of credit to the chair, the secretary, and the treasurer of club for supporting us in this endeavour, and we've seen a massive spike in 40k players over the last year, 2 years, and I think that's only going to increase.
And definitely a shout out as well to these staff like David Owen as well, just facilitating us Thursday night, providing food, keeping us alive and happy.
Fantastic, yeah, of course. It is a charity thing, so they actually take time out of their free time to support us. So if any people from club are watching, remember to pop some pennies into that tip jar, because that is the only pay they get. They only actually come on a Thursday because they actually like us that much, which is nothing to say about a group of 40k nerds. That people are coming in their spare time to make sure you get your coffee, your burgers, and your curly fries.
Don't think I can get.
If they open the bar,
oh well, we would never leave.
Yeah, well, yeah. Josh, who was on the stream now, I think wouldn't.
Okay, then by the look of the board, if we go back to the game, Ben was talking for quite a while about an Umbellific Crystal drop onto Objective 6. Does look like he's gone for that. It looks like he's wanted to be a bit more defensive in it. He is pushing to the middle to try and take it back. But it looks like he is revealing at least one Rubik squad. And he's got his 2 Vortex Beasts.
Yeah. They're just going to sit here. You have got the signs who can come in next turn.
Yeah, of course, that crystal comes in at the end of the turn.
They could come in and charge my home objective.
Yes, I believe he was looking for the end of the turn into the beginning of the turn. But important
made some pretty
distinction that Ben did pick up on.
Plays,
you can't see the secondaries before dropping the crystal.
Charge the beast.
I am playing.
He's decided to be more defensive in the top.
If I was playing, if this was a tournament, I would have sat back and done.
Well, I was expecting you just to sit here.
Yeah, I should have just
sit here. 50 points on each objective. Get the 40.
Yeah.
That's it, Josh. Run at him and punch him.
Yeah, that's the clever thing.
You came to play, so.
And it's going to be witnessed. This 20
Ben again. Ben loves that sneaky. He likes to get on both cameras, doesn't he?
Definitely, yeah. Get double airtime if you can do.
Because I'm not going to be able to score.
Yeah. This is going to be either, I think, the make or break team turn for the Thousand Suns. We were talking quite a lot early on that it's going to be quite hard for the Imperial Guard to play into this matchup and kill things. But it looks like just the pure aggression and pushing the flanks kind of forcing Ben's hand, and that might go against his decisions that you were talking about earlier. He's definitely revealing. Oh, you got the 2 Vortex Beasts. They might move into better positions. He's probably fearing the Overwatch, at least one of them. From the lethal hits from the Cassican, I guess.
So he's going to pivot on his centre.
This is the safe Vortex Beast that is unwounded.
This which makes sense. If you're going to move one of them first, it's
you're right up against the corner.
So I'm right in here.
But a pivot would be around this point here.
Yeah. So he was like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So the pivot is.
So
the point is still set.
It's one of the things with 40k is that where is a pivot?
It's going to be.
It's the reason they've introduced the pivot on the GW side. There is a lot of game to be had through moving units around that pivot. Before they introduced the pivot properly, you could gain like 2-3 inches, depending on the model size, by pivoting before you did a charge.
Still got another 3 inches, so
definitely with the larger models as well. I think the pivot has kind of helped them in a certain regard.
Oh, we've got a nice zoom in there. I didn't realise Ben was balding quite as much as he is. But I'm glad the auto zoom has clarified
Aging
that.
beautifully, I'd like to
He
say.
is aging beautifully. It's I'm just jealous. I'm just really jealous of it. I think people have seen me on stream at this point and my beautiful bald head. So any hair is a gain.
True, but you still have the hot dice BB, I'd say, number one.
Yeah, yeah.
You have got enough.
Don't tell the players.
No.
I'm just going to sit off the objective.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
If needs be.
Beautiful crown there. The swirl in that hair is magnificent to actually view at such close range.
If I
what I was saying about the
I think
2-inch pivot been a blessing and a curse to a lot of the bigger units, especially I've noticed just riptides over the big monsters that want to poke out and get shooting. Losing that 2-inch movement for a tiny pivot can be massively detrimental. But I think in this scenario, this Vortex Beast has done a U-turn around the building. I'd say paying 2 points for 2 inches for the pivot obviously is costly, but the fact that after that it's then free means he can just leap around the building and get an
Oh, yeah, 100%, 100%. It is a double-edged sword.
Importantly,
kill the beast.
I'm sorry.
No, go
I'm
on.
going to play it safe.
Importantly, he did mention as well, he's decided to stay off the objective for that Vortex Beast. I can imagine trying to kill as much as he can with shooting and see what's left, and then charge in to try and get a good blocking angle, or at least protect it from a lot of the shooting.
God, it's weird having like 3 units. It's not ideal. This chap, end of my movement phase, both of these units will be coming in.
Yeah.
Bringing in both units from his reinforcements, is this?
Yeah, you're trying to go.
So I believe this is the Infernal Master and the one
I just want to try
crystal.
and get in a position where I can pop containment, but I only have to be within 9. Because if I come in here, then I can't get overwatched by those flamers. And there's literally.
So importantly as well, I believe that Ben was locked on primary this turn, so we didn't get any primary.
The flamers are.
Flamers are because they're proxied because they're my World War II guys. It's the special weapons.
Yeah, those 2 chaps. So you will, in fact, the 12-inch flamers can actually come within 6 inches. So I think I can avoid one. Anyway, there are a couple of flamers. I don't think I can flip a dice to a 6. I don't think 2 flamers are going to take me out.
Let's find out.
This looks like the solo Infernal Master coming in to try and get one of the containments.
It does indeed. It's quite an exposed position there for an Infernal Master.
9 for containment.
Importantly, it is exposed, but he might also try to bait the Overwatch because it isn't the easiest model to kill in the world, especially because he can make a 6, I believe, with one of his saves.
Yeah.
Also, maybe trying to bait the Overwatch that gives up a bit more free play to that very wounded Vortex Beast to maybe run into the middle and do a bit more damage. Especially with the charge if the Overwatch has been spent on this
enough
gentleman.
to get me outside
Very
the
true.
containment line.
Outside the 9-line tank.
You will. Yeah, these 2. This guy won't be able to see.
Yeah.
But this guy can. Sure. You do have a flamer there.
Yeah, just you want to move him.
No.
Tank counts.
Right.
You can see the top end play here with movements.
9 inches. So
Yeah, the micro movement, trying to give Ben every advantage he can with this drop. He's trying to minimise the amount of enemies that he can see in the map.
I know it's just within 9 of a ball dead.
As he probably wants to mitigate the effect of shooting with this Infernal Master, because las guns and the heavy flamers can do a lot of work to him, but you definitely don't want, like, say, a stray las cannon round or the Bullgrins get into him, anything like that. And making the Hellhound come round the building to get shots on him is definitely quite more a move as well.
Yeah,
2,
100%, 100%.
Okay.
But we've also got the call from
that's in there. This Crystal Squad. They're not.
From Josh there about you need to be so far away from my units, even if it's 6 inches. Making sure he was 6 inches away from all the units, not just the unit that Ben was scared of.
Definitely, as well as the being make sure he's in no man's land still as well, because being just a man on foot, I believe he still has to be out Josh's deployment zone with the drop as well. So it is quite a tight space.
Yeah, at this
looks like
point
Ben
in
has
the
also
game,
gone for the drop with the rubrics on the bottom. I don't know if he's
done
going to
two.
commit them more to shooting and then just take the 3
just
points
hard
on
not
containment.
to go
It's
for it.
you can't really be turning that.
So
down.
there must be some improvement on our sound quality, because we've just had a comment in chat about when are we going to start up our own podcast.
On strat reserves.
It's in the works, definitely. I've had a very pleasant evening so far with Adam and a good chat beforehand, and clearly stars of the show, I'd like to say.
100%. Well, for the price they're paying for me, apparently they're not paying you.
Well, still, yeah, that's true. I might need to renegotiate that, but still.
Yeah. It's how these swindlers get you. Is on you're doing it for exposure. I've had many years experience in the design industry to know exposure doesn't get you anywhere except for prison.
I need to keep that in mind then.
Yeah.
I want to kill you.
I quite
sure
like.
you do. I am out with
I
my
quite
dick
like
in
what
the
Ben's
breeze
done here.
right
Is I think
Yeah,
he's
I'm not taking
leaving out the
advantage
sorcerer
to,
so he can or Phenomaster
deal
or
with you
the
just
sorcerer
yet.
itself so he
We're
can
just
commit
gonna-
to
I mean, in
the
hindsight, I forgot. I couldn't
Bolt of
shoot. I
Zinch
could
if he
have
has to
advanced
try and
there,
finish
really,
off the
but it was a
Chimera,
risk that I
but
couldn't
also
actually
hiding
take.
as many of
Yeah,
the guys
and then I
as
couldn't get the
possible.
containment.
And if he doesn't have to commit, I
So we're
think
just
he
going
can
to
do
sit there. I'm
containment.
quite safe, I think.
Yep.
Can't shoot.
Just
I'm not going to shift
confirm as
people now,
well.
but
Can you do a ritual, the Doom
Containment.
Bolt, but still do an action? Because I don't believe it's a shooting
I
attack.
Oh,
have to kill this
I'm not
squad.
sure.
I have to kill
I
this
think you
squad,
should be able to do
and I
both.
have enough OC for secure nomads. So that's all I need to do.
If my marker like Tau
So
instincts
the
tell me anything.
first beast is going to shoot these guys.
Yeah.
Now I'm not going to
Looking
flame. I'm
at the
actually gonna
rules,
6+3 blast, just because statistically it's
I don't
blast.
think it counts as an attack.
Hitting on
So
threes,
yeah, I
but
think
am
you
doing
can
it.
actually do
So
They've only got 4+3.
a ritual and not interrupt an action.
Okay, that might be
3.
something in the back pocket as an emergency. I need this tank to die. Looks like he's committing to the Caskin first with the first Vortex
This is
Beast,
the
so he's
guy.
evidently they are definitely the biggest threat. A Chimera is still a Chimera at the end of the day, but
Yeah.
the Caskin dying will give Josh the opportunity to bring them back and have that reserves threat that he doesn't have. Yep.
-1.
Yeah. Yeah. What I'm thinking though is if you can kill those Caskin, those Vortex Beasts can then charge the Chimera.
5 so far. So
They
that's
can
3
do,
left,
and
is that
the
right?
way the containers are with the buildings itself, if the Chimera does survive and the Vortex Beast, at least one of them can tag it. It's quite hard to get an angle on anything in the middle at that point, especially if you're a tank. So the Lehman Russ in the middle with the tank commander would be able to get shots, but I don't think many of the tanks on the flanks would be able to help. You'd have to commit the tank shooting or the Bulgrin to go clean it up, but the less things you have to shoot your important things, the better.
I would have killed you, but it meant potentially if I spy it, these guys can put their shots into the tanks. So it was a mistake there.
Okay.
I'm going to save this beast for now. This squad, the Soul Reaper, the Infernal Master, the Sorcerer with his anti-infantry warp smites, and the Soul Reaper cannon are going to shoot the squad. The Infernal Master is going to shoot the tank.
Nice.
Okay, so Ben, I think Ben has picked up on a mistake there. He's used the Vortex Beast to kill the infantry in front, and it's actually locked a lot of the flamers from the rubrics from actually shooting.
So let's go
Yeah.
to the
Because
2
they've no longer got range.
on 3s.
Bit of a misplay by there, and to be honest, the Ben he picked it up straight away, and I didn't notice it at first.
Only strength
but
so still be 3s.
Hopefully this will work out fine. This is a big commitment to the middle of the board.
I'm a Rubric Marine.
No, huge commitment to the middle of the board. I think from both sides though.
And then Soul Reaper cannon.
True, definitely. The Guard do have that
3
little
for sustain.
flank where they can get a lot done, and
Gain 2.
the Thousand Suns, importantly, aren't going to take the primary away from the Guard next turn. They will get at least 5 points.
So it is 2 to wound.
May actually be good for them.
How many are left alive?
But the Umbellific Crystal has been used. It's going to be a lot harder to get any secret objectives if he wants to try and go for that. But I think Ben's rightly decided that with the damage that came to him round 1, he needs to kill stuff and he needs to kill it now.
Holding 3 of the crate. So you are
And just try and do as much as he can.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One is that how
Yeah, so it's -1.
I have to agree. Yeah. After that first thing, there needs to be some slapback, and he's trying his best just to at least nullify, clamp back on the next round. But yeah, kill as much as possible.
And to be fair as well, the hunter killer's at least on 3 of the vehicles gone. He's got 2 more in the bank, Josh does. But in the end, guard hit on force, so he could just flub and do nothing, which is a real chance that could happen. Especially if you had that with a Vortex Beast's resilience and you roll badly. And as we saw from Josh's hunter killer's turn 1, he had them, but they didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Good for an overcharge. What else am I shooting?
Odds law both will, after I've said that, both will fire out and do 6 damage each next turn, but I'm waiting for that.
I'm going to blow this tank up. I need trust 2 5s, please.
Yep.
Okay. Right down the middle. Not really great for a CP. So these.
Yeah, well, I've been on the receiving end of Josh's indirect fire before, especially last league. I played Monster Mash into Josh round 4, round 5
so far,
and I lost. Oh, nice zoom in on some cards there. I lost about 45% of my army turn 1 to indirect fire.
And then that is
so I was on the back.
-2. Quite nasty,
yeah.
I imagine.
It was horrendous.
So that is 10 damage.
Yeah, 1 win.
Okay.
And then the Vortex Beast.
And then I've got
so that is
Vortex Beast.
a Chimera on 1 wound.
Cheeky shot at the tank commander.
So that was, I believe, from the
so I can afford to put the D6
actual thousands on the squad, so it's just the seeing if he wants to commit the shooting from the last Vortex Beast to finish off the Chimera or not.
Yeah.
And you will get cover. Yeah. So, you're 4 up versus a... No Invon though, is he?
No. Nope.
Ben believes that the Emperor would give Guardsmen invulnerable saves. He's totally mistaken.
I did make a mistake because I also forgot to do the end of movement phase dev wounds into
he's forgetting the Emperor protects the 1,000 Suns.
Oh, they had enough. Yeah.
Just save some shooting, so leaving him on 1 wound is annoying.
Looking as well, I believe Josh
right,
will
do we
have
gamble? Do we Josh balls to
the Cassican and
or do we do
the
D6
Tempest Scions this turn, so he's got a
you
little
do the
objective
foul
piece
one.
and some
D6
more
plus
damage.
3, play the
it.
odds.
Alright, okay.
So that's 6 shots.
Yeah, that should do it.
I'm hitting.
Embracing the yellow. Here we go.
This guy is bracketed though, so I only hit on 4s. That was why I didn't want to risk the 1 shot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Hitting on 4s.
4 hits.
So 4 hits. It's strength 9. So 4s again.
4s again. Yeah.
So just the 2 should go through. There's the 2. It will be -2 down to -1. So just 4 ups. So you need to pass 2 4-ups.
There you go.
Does it explode?
Nope.
Okay, managed to clear the Chimera from the middle.
Yeah. I think that was a good move.
I think that is a good move. Overall, clearing up. I can't see. Is the can you see if the top Vortex Beast is actually towing the objective or not? I know the bottom one he made a point to not put it on.
Charge.
But I'm not sure. I don't think either. What I will say there though is I do believe that Chimera should have exploded, which would have maybe done multiple wounds to the
I do contain for 2, so 11.
The ball wounds.
5 on primary.
So a bit of a misplay there. I'm not sure. It is hard to judge from this distance how big 6 inches is, which is what I said a lot to my ex-wife. But apparently she wasn't having it.
Is it a common statement or?
Oh, all the time, all the time.
Oh, okay.
And you control 2 Neomans, which I can't.
As far as that goes, though, I'd like to imagine if the Bullring did take any mortal wounds, Josh would pass every single one and think nothing of it on the field of picks.
Ben got 11.
No, I will say Hugui in chat has just put the Emperor Protects Fulgrim Zone. So apparently, despite the fact the whole of the Imperium doesn't like, is that scoring?
Yes, I believe he got the
behind enemy lines.
Behind enemy lines.
Storm. Okay.
Storm.
So behind
this is auto get.
Is, I mean, I can't. You've got space. I think here I do have the Soul Reaper just poking out to give me some coverage. But
I will say I can't actually remember what Ben's objectives were.
If you get 1 unit
Ben had containment, which I think he went for 2 containment points because he got 11 points in the secondaries.
So
the second one does escape, unfortunately.
So I could give him an order if I wanted to go plus 2.
So
someone in chat could
these
help
guys
us with
in
that
here.
one. We did miss Ben's secondary, unfortunately.
I can actually get some kills in now, which would be quite nice.
Yeah, start denying my.
And what did I get? Take your objective off you.
You got Storm and you got what's it called? Storm behind.
Storm behind, and they can't come off again now.
No,
that's once per game.
Once per game.
Okay.
You tempt me, Frodo.
Yeah, it was the.
I do believe Josh has got
3 on containment.
10 there on primary.
It was. I wanted to save
primary.
the crystal, but
he would get the
when you get
5
11
on
points on
primary
the board,
on
it's
the
11
flank.
points on
I
the
don't
board.
think you get 5 from home.
Well, yeah,
hoping
I
you
think
can't
so. So if you do get home objective,
Oh, okay.
you can. If you don't go too aggressive.
If you do get home, you would also have had 5 from
You're
last
talking
time
about
as well.
me here.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you can take the middle off of
which
me.
makes it a 10-10
I
still
don't understand
from
the limitations of these
of rough
yet.
judgment from a
It's
distance.
not.
13 to
You
15.
can take the middle off of me.
13 to 15.
I think if you could.
That is without paint score.
Now
But
I've got
looking at the armies, I don't think either deserve the paint score. No, we do, but of course, these first 2 rounds of league paint score are not classified. From round 3 onwards, they will.
Not much to spend my CP on.
I don't think of all people I'm the best at judging
So
paint
I'm just
score.
looking at
Specifically,
my army rules. I have no idea what
I'll
rules are.
veto on that remark.
What's it called? Not Born
I think we
Soldier.
should get painted points for being sprayed white.
It's called Voice of Command, I think.
Or black.
Move.
I will not comment on that.
Take
Everyone
eight.
knows my
Okay,
feelings
nice.
on painted armies on the table. I am a
play here because I need to
very much a.
better than I did
It will not
yesterday.
reach the table. I will play a sub-optimal list unless the units I am playing are painted.
See,
But
that's why we work so well together, because that is the complete opposite.
It'd be nice to
Exactly,
get rid of
exactly.
this turn.
What is
This
paint,
here.
really?
How many
More
power
money,
points
that's
is
what
it
I
gonna be,
think.
sorry?
Yep. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It is. It is. It is.
Okay, so for
I am with my
Josh's round 2 now. I may have to rely on you for scoring, sir, because mine has got a bit wonky, but we'll see.
No, I think mine is as well. We've just had a comment in chat from a Luke Keenan. I think that's a familiar face for those who go to club.
This way. I mean, you just
Quite a lot,
listed 10 wins,
but he's just asked how hot are the dice they are using.
You can pick up
I believe both of them are rolling very hot, purely due to the sweat on the palms of the hands of both these players at playing each other.
with those guys for a second time.
If anything, the dice are just warmed up by them using them. Especially this is the biggest rivalry I can imagine for the first game in the league, and both of them, I think, regardless of points, just for a bit of pride, want to make sure they get it.
No. These are flames. 2 flamers.
100%.
Has a hand flamer.
And Luke has asked if he can buy a bag of those sweaty dice. I will approach the hot dice marketing unit and see if we can get some Ben and Josh sweated on dice specifically for your use. I will PM you directly.
I believe Josh does favour the Eldar dice, regardless of what faction he's playing, so I'm sure if you just buy a pack of them and provide them to him for a couple of weeks, you'll just get the finished product for a bit cheaper.
Nice. It's nice zooming there on objective 5
I think we said this
from the auto camera.
The 1K games.
Highlighting there that there is a unit of Rubric Marines there. It's quite interesting watching the actual game and then watching the stream at the same time to do chat. I see it and then I see it on the thing. I'm like, okay, I get a second take and it's a little bit of a weird situation. Hughie there commenting on a nice on the hand. Sorry, go on, John.
It looks like true to form, and his first turn, Josh is just pushing out to try and do as much damage as possible with the Bulgar. He's going to try and finish off, I think, that Vortex Beast with shooting, and then Bulgar try and charge in and try and tag the rubrics if he can do. That way he'll avoid the overwatch from the rubrics, which is 90% their damage, it seems like.
100%.
I don't know at the moment, unless he drops his deep strikes, he may let Ben get away with that drop on the objective 6. If he does, and does enough damage to the rest of the army, I think it's worth it. Definitely, just leaving one unit of rubrics alone on an objective, I don't think is going to be a huge problem to him.
I don't think it's
No, I'm going to show my ignorance here. Thousand Suns, I'm feeling don't have sticky objectives.
I do not think they do, no.
No, which is a massive disadvantage. We're seeing a tactical move here. Terrain being moved out of position to make the optimal move of terrain. I don't think that terrain has been moved. Perfectly back into position. But yeah, if you can mark where terrain is, don't be afraid to move terrain to get an accurate actual measurement. What I like to do is at least put a dice on 3 corners before I move it.
I will say though, in the matchup between a Bulgarin and a wall, my money's on the Bulgarin. So
100. A Bulgarin version of building, I would put my money on the Bulgarin.
Your flesh.
It looks like Josh is trying to hold objective 3 with as many little toes as possible, trying to keep away from any flamers that might come his way. And he's going to use his shooting to try and kill the
I've got to get some luck, right?
Infernal Master, but it's going to be hard to see him around the building, and then blocking the street with the Hellhounds so the other Vortex Beast can't get to him.
Yeah, I do find it interesting that both players have focused pretty much the same flank.
Although you have got that fucker over there.
But yeah, it's...
Yeah, I mean, once I you can get the Doom Bolts.
I think quite important will be where these Cassican and where these Tempest Scions go. The Scions may be kept in reserve, if he doesn't need them for the objectives this turn, but I think if Josh wants to do as much damage as possible, the Cassican are going to come back in and do as much damage as they can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would say so. He's got the CP there to do it. Oh, there's Ben. No, Josh. Josh correcting his earlier mistake, which is nice to see.
Not the building though.
So it's just
the
3 wide, but I'll just consume the 3 now.
Yeah. No, but it happens. This just goes to show that we are not all perfect with these things. And me, Jordan, and yourselves actually have like an optimal view of this, which is what again at the higher level you see this quite a lot is people actually forget. You know what? I think the building may actually be in the right position, but that crate is slightly skew.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think you might be right in that regard.
Yeah, but you'd see at a professional level, when you see all this news about people cheating, it isn't cheating, it's people forgetting themselves, forgetting them open, and forgetting how much of an actual advantage we have from viewing a game from this position. I think I would be at least 0.2 better a player if I could view from the top.
I'd definitely round up to 1 out of 5 from my perspective. To me, I'd prove definitely.
Not falling for it.
Okay.
It's all the benefits of we've obviously got a
hail here. We're gonna turn our sound off for a sec.
Oh, okay.
Nope. I'm not sure what that was. I heard Vortex. A lot of camera shaking.
Josh has, I believe, taken his microphone off to go conduct some business. Nope, he's back. Okay.
Oh, so he's back. Josh has gone and fetched his loaded dice from outside of the Hot Dice studio.
Fished them out of the toilet after flushing them at the beginning of the game.
Yep. I do believe we sent our intern to get photos of them rolling 6s.
Definitely. Although we could have probably done with them with the hunter killers, that would have been an optimum time to use the weighted dice. But if you think now we need them now, so
yeah. It's a Bognog. I'm not sure who Bognog is on channel.
Burns.
No, it's not Josh Burns. They are just commenting that they've never seen a perfect game of 40k play. It's which is interesting because I am actually playing Josh Burns tomorrow. I'm playing my Votan into his Space Wolves, which is going to be a case like today with this match of can I shoot him to death before he hits me in the face?
I'd like to say, especially with my experience with Josh in particular, not only is it quite hard to play a perfect game of 40k, I'd like to think that me and Josh struggle to play a competent game of 40k most of the time.
Which is amazing. If you could, you would be unstoppable because both of you
Definitely.
are absolutely fantastic players of the game.
Just want the power of one-upmanship can only take you so far, unfortunately. But now I've got Ben and Josh to go against, so maybe I can drag myself higher. And Josh is, to be fair to him, doing very well considering his very limited time in the game.
Yeah. It's it's going to be interesting. Again, I'm going to drag it back to League because I do love League. I do love what we've set up at the D-Side Defenders Club. I think it pits everyone against a lot of people, and I've learned so much over a short amount of time by playing new people, by playing really experienced people, because I only really got into 40k in 9th edition. I played Floorhammer in 2nd edition, but yeah, 9th edition was when I really got into it, and I've always loved my Neds, but they're terrible. But apparently they're actually quite good at the minute.
I'm terrified of them, to be honest. As a Tau player and Night Lord player now, I'm absolutely terrified of them.
Good. Which is great. The fact that I've decided this league to play my Votan.
Right, so I think Josh is playing for Storm and behind enemy lines this turn. I believe it was. If Ben did leave that Vortex Beast touch the objective, the top one, Josh is going to be quite happy with Storm. It's 4 easy points, I think, now after the Pariah nexus change.
Yeah.
I fear for Ben after this turn, depending on how much damage goes out. If one of these Vortex Beasts is definitely going to go down, the wounded one. If the other one gets hurt or goes down at all, I think that might wrap it up from a scoring perspective.
Yeah. Well, it's turn 2. The scores are 13-15. We're going to see, I think, Josh score 4 points, possibly, with Storm hostile objectives.
He's definitely going to get Storm.
So that would be 4 points, which would be 11. 11-9 to Josh. I don't know what that was from the players there. I think we had a mic.
I think with Ben's circling up the table that he likes to do, he might get very close to the mic at some points, and that's why we hear the kickback. But it looks like we have lost Josh's cam again, unfortunately, as he is turned into a ghost, or at least still as a statue. But this, unlike a lot of games where you can get on to turn. Yeah.
Oh, I think we've lost both cams.
Potentially, we still have the main camera.
I may have to call in reinforcements. I will be right back.
No worries. Just in Adam's absence, I feel like we have still got Josh's camera. The camera can't handle Ben's just magnitude, and that's why it keeps breaking. We do apologize for that. We'll tell him to tone it down next time. But I think they're just talking out what's going to happen this turn and try and discuss what the best of them thing is, even though they are rivals and they are trying to beat each other. Both players want the other to play as good as they can and give each other advice, which is the proper way we should play the league, to be honest. Tech support has reached control. Oh, there we've got Ben back. Perfect. We can hear you, sir.
No, it's fine. I'm just going to turn us down a bit. You shouldn't be able to hear us on the stream. Now you can.
Okay.
That's weird. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Should be fine. Everyone should be able to hear us, but not too loud. Just let us. The host should be able to be heard.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that's good. You should be much louder than we are now.
Okay, cool,
perfect,
cool. No, it's been fantastic. I think Ben's frozen again.
Oh, just as
Yeah.
yeah, I think he has, just as we've lost Josh from the headset, unfortunately. Unless he has got the ability to detach his arm, which he may do. He is a 1,000 Sun player after all.
It is. Yeah.
I've got a third arm.
Well, whoa. I wouldn't include Ben in the ranks of the true Emperor.
Oh, true. Oh, I see what you mean. Your four-armed Emperor brethren.
Exactly.
I see. I didn't know they existed because I'm just a humble PoW player, so I'm sure they're a make-believe.
Well, to be honest, what I am very disappointed with is the fact that there should be a TOW constituent of the Gene Steel cult.
Have you set up an embassy? They're really big on embassies. If you want to
Yeah. Exactly. It's for the great good.
I'm sure that's what you'll say.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that's good.
Yeah, they viewed humans as like, you know what they were missing? A lack of hair and a rigid forehead.
Mhm.
Ben really needs to get off his phone.
Yes, yeah, it's very disrespectful to the game, but
Yeah.
and somehow he's still able to. He's got one of his proxies to move his bottles for him.
Yeah. Josh and Stephen are both commentating in channel about Ben playing my games by standing extremely still.
That's true. I mean, that would off-put me immensely during a tournament game.
Yep.
Especially if, like Harry Potter chess, he says something, he doesn't move and his models just start rumbling across the board. I would be completely intimidated.
Yep. See, I tried this.
Witchcraft is banned from the league, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think it is. And you know, I've tried many a times to psych out my opponent by not moving when they're explaining their army. What they don't realise is I've got ADHD and none of what they're saying is going in.
That's true. They'll expect you to play around their stratagems, but if you don't know their stratagems, you're just making them waste brain power. So overall, you're winning.
Yeah, it's one of the best bit of advices I've never taken on board was from Ben and Josh when I first started playing. It was like, play your own game, and what they don't realise is I'm always playing my own game because I have no clue what the opponent is doing.
Including the mirror matchup.
Yep. Oh no, they're the only ones I win. I played a young fellow at the NWTC event in Cardiff last year. Very nice fella, actually from North Wales as well. And I was playing my Votan, he was playing my Neds, and unfortunately, I knew his army better than he knew it.
Oh well, at least you managed to assist him.
Yeah, unfortunately, to our chagrin, I gave him 3 points, and then we missed out on third place by 2 points.
Okay, see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lesson learned. Be horrible to everyone you come across.
Yeah, well, that's my thing. I've not got that killer instinct. I want everyone to have fun. It takes a lot of me.
Definitely.
Yeah. Even in competitive environment like that. And I think that is one thing that's been taught. It's not been taught from me from life. That's been taught from me from club. It's such a friendly environment. If someone was to make a mistake, I cannot help but go, okay, do you really want to do that? I think you should do this.
About Overwatches and going over gotcha stats. You don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be that guy, and I think that is what League represents to us, is to be that person to go, okay, you've got units you've not bought in, it's the end of this turn, you can't bring them in, they're dead from now on, do you want to bring them in? It's about that fair play, it's about helping each other learn. Granted, there are situations when I won't do that, and that is playing both people on stream right now.
Yeah. Definitely every advantage you can get.
Exactly,
Especially
exactly.
when Ben's employing the statue technology.
He's down to 2 wounds.
Yeah. At least after tonight, I may understand how command points work.
Well, at the moment, I believe that this is the Chimera trying to do as much damage as possible with its heavy flamers, and Laz going to raise into this the Infernal Master that did the top left objectives.
Yep.
Hopefully, he can bring him down. Not showing any bias against the Thousand Suns at all, but
yeah. The disappointing thing is because Ben is so being so imitating, so soulless, yeah. On his phone there is I can't actually understand what dice he's rolling.
Big rubric energy.
And yeah, from Hughley there, I think that's massive advice so far from League this season, and so massive advice to everyone who's playing is don't forget your faction's key stratagems. It is so easy to forget. Not only your key stratagems, but generic stratagems such as grenade, battle shock, which to be honest, I'm still trying to get to terms with. I'm a Nid player by heart. I've played Nid so much, and we don't get tank shock, we don't get grenade. Going into Votan, I do, so I forget them a lot.
Yeah, I believe he wasn't able to kill the Infernal Master on the top, and now this is the Hellhound shooting at the wounded Beast. I think he has got it with the Hellhound. A couple of lethal shots from the Melters. I think he got quite lucky on the amount of shots, getting max shots.
Nice.
And he's just managed to take it down.
Turn two, that's massive to get rid of Vortex Beast. Vortex Beast, that's a completely different type of beast.
Trading the Kassakan and the Chimera for it is quite a lot, obviously, in the first turn, but the Kassakan will come back. I don't think he's deployed them on this turn because I didn't think he had to. He's left his Catachans in the top left, holding that objective by just a man or two, because I think he feels pretty confident that no Thousand Suns are going to get to him anytime soon, especially with the blocking Hellhound. I think now it's going to be just how much damage can he do to this second Vortex Beast, or is he just going to go for the, I'd say, easier kills, but the shooting into the rubrics at the back with his battle tank, he might just go for the Vortex Beast though, just to try and secure the middle of the board.
Yeah, but just points wise, Joshua has just sacrificed 180 points to kill a 150 point unit. And to be honest, I think Josh is really extremely lucky to have killed that for the sacrifice of 180 points.
That's going to go everything into that squad at the back there.
So I think he is committing to the rubrics at the back.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think it's. I think it's actually the right call. If he can get enough shots to kill them, especially the source or the. I think this is the squad without the. Oh, it's not the squad with the sorcerer or the Infernal Master, because the one on the top right hasn't got one.
Yeah, I think this is. I think just below objective 5 there is objective 5, which is just below and to the left. I think that is the sorcerer stuff there.
This is the battle cannon, or the demolisher cannon, I believe.
Yeah.
What's damage profile?
Ooh. That's a big commit there, but yeah, taking out that Infernal Sorcerer.
So that's 2 dead. Yeah. Well, you don't have to roll it.
Nope.
So just roll it down, it depends on how much damage. Yep. So that's 2 dead.
Okay.
3 dead. It was 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a 1. So that goes to roll
I think we went from full volume to no volume.
To no volume.
And the last one.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. I think it is coming back on Ben's regard.
Yeah. I think it is hard for players at this level. Is that they're trying to speak out as much as they can, but we both know both players know what is going on with these dice rolls. I think at a high level, you could probably play an entire game of 40k pretty much in silence.
Just a couple of hand gestures here and not there.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the multi-melters on trying to kill off that last rubric and get to the Infernal Master.
Yeah.
That rubric, I'm pretty sure, has just disintegrated.
Yeah, well, to be honest, they only need to get through his armor. He was sand inside, so disintegrating him doesn't make a difference.
That's true. Slightly shuffled his armor around on the floor.
How much damage is it?
D6.
Yeah, so we're blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, if
like-
face, yeah, go on.
So the second
And the
multi
last
shot
one?
that did go through looks like would have gone for the Infernal Master and may have actually killed him, but he has used 1 CP to blank the damage.
I'm saving that.
Yeah.
And then heavy stubber, which is not enough. Fine.
Okay.
1 hit. Lethal. 1 miss. What was about? 1 save. No AP. Loves it.
3 up. Good.
Ooh. Oh. He's the one I wanted to get rid of, to be honest with you. But I'll take that.
He does lose his free rolls.
He has fully killed off one of the rubric squads, but the Infernal Master, as Josh just said, he was the main target and he hasn't managed to get him. I think he is the Vortex Infernal Master as well, so he will actually do quite a bit of damage on the shoot back.
Yeah.
Not against the Bullgrin, because he's damaged 2 into the -1 damage, but
Yeah.
You've used your blank.
Both still have a dice to a 6, and it is.
okay.
So I'm going to go into him because I'm feeling Rocky Punk. D6 plus 3, 7. How many's there? There's 6 plus 1. 4s. 1 lethal, 1 hit. What's your toughness? 4. 2s. There it is. 2, AP2, 1 AP1.
Damage on them? 2. So if I fail the first
plasma.
one, which I don't, or save them both.
Awesome. He's -2 move.
But, yeah, Ben's just saved both of them. That was the Basilisk, yeah.
So I think the Basilisk was going for the man on the top, I believe, next to the Chimera. Top line.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I mean, they are in,
They
but
are in.
you tried everything you could not to be in.
I just want to bait it so he can't consolidate in. Basically.
I love those holes. I've got a 3-inch charge. Oh my god, I've just got 3. Yeah. Happens more often than not.
Perfectly calculated, I think you'll find.
Yeah.
It is a very important thing that he did get that in the exact way, because he doesn't want to let the Vortex Beast consolidate onto the objective and potentially get free OC on it. I don't think in this scenario the Vortex Beast was going to out OC the Bullgrin, because he's not going to kill enough of them. But it's those niche little things, even if it isn't going to change the outcome, you just don't want to let it to happen if you don't have to.
Oh yeah, massive decision making on those points as well.
And there's the 11-inch charge from a Chimera into a Infernal Master with a tank shot, I imagine.
Hell, don't tempt fate. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He's dead. Yeah, he dies. Just.
He does get the Infernal Master with the tank shot.
Can't blank it, can he?
No. Yeah, I will say, Bognog in chat again, this is why you agree charge distance before you roll any dice. So there isn't any arguments.
That does
because
now
which...
I said at the start. I saw snow, I didn't get to
especially on that point, when you're in a tournament or you're in a more competitive environment, you might be quite encouraged to play quite fast because you're on a clock. And it is definitely important to double check and make sure you agree on the distance, because if you move that first model because you're in a bit of a rush, could cause some complications, and try and avoid it if you can.
They not kill you?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, is that everything?
I think I've got nothing.
With that Infernal Master dead though, the second one didn't die on the home objective near there, but it has cut the Cabal points down, losing 3 Cabal from one of the Rubric squads and one of the Infernal Masters. He's only down to, I believe, 6 left.
Yeah.
Which means he's no longer able to do Doom Bull, I think.
How many? I hit on 3s.
Interesting. I will note that we're on turn 2, and there's been a lot of commentary. There's been a lot of it in between, but since we started the stream, it is now 2 hours down, I believe.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Time flies. I feel like the way this game is going, it may be a fast wrap up, depending if this Vortex Beast goes down. I don't think he will from just the charge from the brutes, but there's always a chance.
There is indeed.
Well, I'm hoping they're 1 damage, but I mean, they get.
think they're
They're
too,
not
Ben.
meant to
I'm
kill
sorry to
stuff.
say.
That's not
Yeah.
No, they're meant to not be killed.
or tie you up for a turn. I can kill them with gene stealers. That's no bother at all.
Yeah, the beast isn't going to shift them in life.
No.
If you want, but they are 2 damage.
Oh.
They are 2 damage.
They are 2 damage.
So I can't-
They are indeed. And he's calling my babies into disagree
Personal
them.
gene stealers.
Yeah, my gene stealers.
So,
So
3,
you shouldn't die.
6, 9, 12, 5 up. Yeah, I mean,
So he isn't dead.
That many 5
To be sure, but
I've been owed a dice
I
roll.
thought maybe you'd get 6 through at most. It's 12.
I think whoever was after these sweaty hot dice is definitely wanting the Josh brand of them after this game.
Well, I'll have to follow your
and then double
your
that.
instinct. So,
So it's another. What's this?
2 wounds,
Oh, I see.
4 wounds, 5 wounds, 7 wounds, 8 wounds. I'm not doing well on the fill note pains here. Wow. 10 wounds.
Okay.
He's on
11.
takes 11 wounds. He's down to 2.
Oof.
The bold
Oh, that was massive. That was massive.
Down to 2 wounds.
I don't think that Vortex Beast should have taken anywhere near as much damage as
No,
he did.
no, that was some bad rolling on Ben's part. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah,
It's
Well,
very hot
sorry,
rolling from
sorry,
the
oh,
illegals.
yeah. Oh my emperor.
Leaves me
That was some
Oh,
hot rolling from the host and the owner of Hot Dice. You can understand why the channel's called what it is.
I've got to push into you.
Specifically.
3, 4. After that,
Oof.
if I take the strikes, 5 attacks, I'm now bracketed, so I'm hitting on 4s.
Right
got
then.
five bins on, so it
Make
makes
sure we
sense.
get the
Some
points
damage,
update from
don't
Josh
kill
after this turn.
them.
Yeah.
We've got to go for the strike.
I have to, yeah, but there's 0 AP, 1 damage.
No, the smash.
3. I know, I'm going to make you roll over saves. 3, 6,
Yeah,
9,
yeah. That's how you kill Volga.
12. 15. Now on 4s. Need some bulgering right dice roll in here. Okay, and strength 7, so 3s. So only 4, so 4 armor saves.
AP, nothing. But armor, damage, 1.
Just 1.
Okay, so 4s. No. 1 lives on 1 wound. I don't have my red dice that I like to use for wound counting. Shall I use one of
Don't want to
these?
use all the hot dice for wound counting, definitely not. Save them
Oh
for-
no.
And that is my turn. So
A Vortex Beast just hit the Vulcans there. Oh,
I only got No, I got Storm and behind.
Storm and
So I
behind.
took this one.
Yes, yeah, you get 8.
So
That'd be 8 points for secondaries for Josh.
You did get 5 more primaries, I think you're
yeah,
fine.
which gives 9, 11 to Josh. That's 13, 23 so far. As my tracking is currently tracking.
4 ahead because behind is only worth 3. So it's still solidly a 10-10.
It is.
Oh, okay.
He's dead next. This is turn
I am
3. He doesn't-
obviously missing something. That is still a 10-10.
And then I
Okay.
collapse. So I'm in trouble.
So
I-
draw your
I will
secondaries.
Although there are 2 very professional players on the stream, and I hope they didn't anticipate very professional commentary.
Only now to
I feel like they may have miscast their
6.
No, I feel you're putting yourself down. I think
Concern if I lost the beast.
yeah, I couldn't think of 2 better hosts for this
True.
thing. I think the technical difficulties are what is really holding us back.
Oh, yeah.
You should have taken 6.
I've got some opinions going forwards, which I will voice. But I do quite like the fact we are third party and in a different room to the players, so they can't hear us going and commentating on just how many times Josh has puffed on his vape so far.
It's very true. Especially as we can be sat here with nice and warm. Got myself a nice Pepsi. Other brands are available.
Yeah, well, Yeah, I will agree. I have actually broken my thing for this month. I am drinking a Porter 6 red wine.
Very good.
Adam, just doing a mic check. Can you?
I should have come down to your submarine.
Sorry, there was a mic check there. Sorry, Josh.
Have you got the scores?
No, we missed.
Questionably.
I've got a 9-11, but apparently it's a 10-10.
Yeah. So the score as it stands presently at the top of turn 2 was 10-10, 22-18 to me.
I've got 22. I've got 23-13.
No.
That'd be so you've missed a bit.
To you.
Yeah, it's 22-18 to me. And then
I've
that's
scored.
top of turn 2. Now we're going into turn 3.
I've scored 13 secondary, 5 primary.
Oh.
18 points.
Yeah.
I've now just picked up 10 on
13
primary.
secondary.
Yep.
So we're missing 5 on the secondary for Ben, I believe.
Okay. 5 on the primary for Ben.
Yes. I think that's it.
25. Primary. No, not 15. So Operation Stay Alive.
That's right. Yeah, I've got 18-23. I've not got the paint scores on. I think that's where we are skipping up here.
Okay. I will say Ben, just to confirm, Ben also did get 10 more primary for
Okay.
Home and the No Man's Land. I will say, from this point of view, I think this is looking quite rough for Ben. Vortex Beast being so hurt.
Yeah.
It's not going to be able to fall back unless he wants to try and fry some Bulgrim, but I don't think 1 Rubric squad and 2 Inferno Masters will get through the whole unit by themselves.
Yeah.
They are on the objective, which would help.
Yeah.
But I think this.
They got their 3 points. That's why they're here.
Problem is, you may be picking up homers now.
No, I think we've got some compliments from the channel. Is people aren't here to watch the game; they're here to watch us talk absolute rubbish.
Well, that's all I'm good at. So.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. People who've watched many streams have seen me play Old World and watch my escape and get destroyed. So yeah.
I think just put us on the correct level. The one time I played Just Escape and you absolutely demolished me. So I don't know what that says about me.
Learning. We're learning. Yes, I'm excited to get my Bretonian on the table.
Okay.
Oh,
So
have we completely lost stream?
No, I think we're okay at the moment. We had that little mic hiccup again. We should get sound back if.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. We've lost Ben.
Yes, he is scratching his chin continuously, which this battleship is actually quite. That's not good. So
No. Ben is back. Ben is back.
So the beast just failed battle shocks, and he did want to fall back. So
No.
now I think either the beast just takes the L and tries to get out alive.
Yeah.
And he's staying.
Yeah. Yeah, that is massive. There is if that Vortex Beast falls back on a 1, the model is actually destroyed.
To be fair, I think he's only got 2 wins left as it is, so I don't think there's much left of him to die as it is. But I think Ben was trying to fall back with him and get as much shooting as possible that he has left on the Bulgrim. But I don't know if he's going to, so he might have to pivot, let the Bulgrim stay in combat with the Vortex Beast, have the Vortex Beast shoot him out of combat into the tank, and maybe with his rubrics on the bottom, he can try and pick it off. But it's...
Yeah, well, I think Ben is very, very adamant about these choices here. He is very much chewing the microphone there.
He wants all of us to know. Which we...
Chat, as you said, Ben at this point is 1 more glitch away from the Inquisition turning up.
That's true, yeah, definitely. I think we should just ring them in advance, just so they can arrive here on time to catch the end of the game. We don't want to let them get away and start.
No. It's well, I am well ahead of you. Greyfax is on her way already, which is why I'm going to have to shoot off before the end of the game, just so I can bask in her glory.
I definitely said I wasn't a Nightbloods player. I'm definitely loyal, 100% loyal.
100%. I've never played a NID a day in my life.
Don't know about.
No, 100%. And my stunties are just very short Space Marines.
They're basically human.
Yep.
They're more human than an Ogren is. Let's be honest. But I've seen plenty of squats in my life, and they're lovely people.
Exactly. I would say the best players I've ever met in my life are NID and squat players. And I'm not 100% biased because I'm a squat and a NID player.
Don't know if I agree with that one specifically, but I'll let you have it. Space Wolf players are the worst, though.
No, Space Wolf players, yeah. No, I don't. Worst players ever. I will double down after tomorrow.
Yes. Do what? Win or loss?
It's going to be a loss for me.
I believe in you. I just believe in Josh a little bit more.
Yeah. Space Wolves into Votan, yeah. I'm going to win if you keep your distance. Space Wolves do not want to keep their distance. And in melee, I am terrible.
Right then.
I have frozen.
You have frozen.
No. I think Josh was just holding his hand very, very still.
I think that was Ben, but he's on Josh's side, so it got really confusing.
Okay.
Although it looked like.
Nope. We've got Ben back.
We do.
Nope, temporarily. Nope. Very loud.
I think a few more for those. It looks like the stream's come back. We have got camera on Ben, just Ben now.
Yeah.
I am enjoying the extended version of the man cave. This is actually a beautiful.
It is. For those who've never been to the man cave is an absolute magnificent place to be. Especially playing a game like this, you are surrounded by 40k art, 40k models, 30k models, old world models.
There's too many Eldar for me, but. You know.
Well, yeah, true. But they die so easily. I think 90% of the Eldar that are still alive actually exist in the man cave of the Hot Dice studio.
I think, by the look of it, I think Ben is going to try and go for what we were talking about, which is the Vortex Beast might try and shoot out to try and kill the tank commander and shoot as many flames and rubric shots. If I am right that he can't Doom Bolt anymore because of his Cabal, that is going to be a lot harder. He can grenade though.
Yeah, I think he can't. No. Doom Bolt is 7 Cabal points.
I think we're down to 2 Masters and 2 Rubrics, which is only 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I feel torn quite about this matchup, to be honest, because although Thousand Suns are Thousand Suns, I would like to see the Bolter get a different home this year.
Yeah, so would I. It's... And I think there's a chance there. I think, definitely. I think yourself, I think the likes of Fur. And I think even if Ben loses this, I still think there's a chance of him going up there.
I think, well, if we look at last league as an example, I think Ben had a rough game against yourself game 1 due to certain list complications, let's just say that. in one way. But coming back, and he ended second with a sterling 5 wins, 1 loss, and you still got second, so it's all to play for.
Exactly. Last league, the only loss that Ben got was against me. Last league.
Clearly the superior player.
100%, 100%. Not just due to list skew at all.
No, definitely not.
No. But yeah. So
it's important to remind him of that win.
100%, 100%. It's like the game I always have to go back to is I have a friend who is a pool shark, and I have only once beaten him at pool, and that's because on the break he potted the black.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
It only takes the one time to never let it go, though.
Exactly. It's still technically a win.
I've personally not had my chance against Ben and Josh to hold that against them yet, which I will do when I get it, and I'm waiting for it. But it looks like this Infernal Master at the back, the Arcane Vortex, instead of committing to try and do some damage, which he is running away to hold his home.
Yep.
Okay. I think he's more concerned now about mitigating a loss into a big loss, or stopping a big loss. Defending having much OC as he can on his home objective to try and stop Josh getting those 10 bonus points burning Ben's home. Although there may be a heroic Kassakan charge that can do quite a lot about that. Looks like Ben's positioning the Infernal Master a bit further back so he can get an Overwatch if he had to.
Yeah. But... Yeah, 100%, 100%.
All right then. Commit to killing the Vortex, I think.
Got a comment there from chat about hearing that there is possibly no more chance of a Doombolt is the greatest thing they've ever heard.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anyone's a big fan of that, unless you're a Thousand Suns player or a masochist. But, you know, especially when there's 2 of them in 2,000 points. I feel sorry for whoever gets Ben. Round 3, look out to be double lightning bolted, and it won't be a pleasurable experience.
No.
Okay.
Have we lost cameras? I've got...
No, I think we've lost bottom left, but we have got the rest still. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
I will say I like Ben's defensive home objective to try and mitigate it, but I'm not 100% sure about falling back the beast, because yes, you block the enemy getting to your home objective, but it's only turn 3, so I think Josh will have time to get to it regardless. I think, especially because there's a chance this fallback could kill the Vortex Beast, which we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And he does that.
That was a massive risk. That was a huge risk.
Now, that does still count as a normal move, so I will still trigger them all.
So he can be overwatched.
Yeah.
I think, in hindsight, I would have stayed in and tried to commit shots into the tank. Yes, I know it will die in the next combat phase, but especially because the Bull Green can walk past it through the building, it's not actually stopping a huge amount.
Well, the thing he's not taking into it's not the Kassakan, it's the Kassakan. Yeah, I was going to say the Kassakan actually get extra AP on the charge.
Okay, so I did get 1.
Okay.
But now I can't shoot there. That is my movement phase.
Okay.
I have to go Josh style now. It'll give me no armor saves. If it's by some miracle dies, there's at least a slight resemblance of a game.
I'm not sure. as Josh was saying, with the vortex who's falling back and not shooting, I'm not a big fan of the rubric staying on the bottom objective and committing because they're just not.
If it works, I mean, this is currently probably worse than
He is going for the double move to get into flamer range, I think, with all
Yeah.
the guys. Or he's also double moving into grenade range, which is quite important.
Yep. Massively important. Yep.
Because I believe double move is done at the start of the shooting phase.
Should we double check that?
I believe so. I believe you can do it. I believe it's every cabal has to be done at the start of the turn it is being used in. So you'd have to start with a doom bolt, start with double move, start with save buff.
At the start of the shooting phase.
So
Use this ritual at the start of the shooting phase.
Yeah, well, that was what I was thinking.
Okay. The cascade rapid ingress.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Over here. These can't shoot. No, in here. Then I've got choices over here. So I am going to rapid ingress. I was thinking you were going to go here. Oh, sorry, I've just read. Well, my double moves in my. Oh, so your shoot phase. Yeah. So, but I did move too soon, so I'm happy to move back. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because actually I didn't think of it.
Okay, some chance on the league conduct there.
Yeah, some good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
So probably I should have let you do it. Anyway, so reviews.
This has got to be the luckiest rubric squad I've seen in a while.
Squad. Well,
yeah.
The squad. The rest of them 4 rerolls. Hits and wounds. Psychic. We're going to do the 3 flamers first. Normally they've cabal points to like turn your armor save off with a default, mate, don't. And the 1 cabal point means nothing. So 3 flamers into the tank, 18 shots coming up.
That's not many. That's not enough shots, I don't think. And this is a hail. He does get reroll to wound, but he's fishing for 6 rolling, I think.
Rerolling 1s, he's got an objective.
Oh. So he gets the rerolls on the sorcerer's attacks, but not the flamers.
1 damage. That's the mark. That's the tracer.
The tracer flamethrower.
3's sustained. Drop 2, gain 1. So
they only sustain 1?
They only get sustained from the master.
13.
Strength 6. So these are
T11 says 4.
So 5's rerolling 1, 6's devs. No devs.
No.
1
Where are the ones? Okay.
Taking 2.
I think with the Vortex Beast not getting the shot in as well, this isn't enough to kill this tank. And
no.
I mean, as Ben said, he needs to do something, and it's a Hail Mary. But so it's definitely worth doing it over nothing. But if he was going to commit to it, I would have stayed with the Vortex Beast, I think.
Yeah.
It's all about the sorcerer damage, though.
Yeah.
Impossible 10 for the Infernal Master. The Strength 3 hand flamer, just in case, so 2 shots. 6's, reroll 1s. At least I'm giving myself rerolls to feel good about it. Nothing.
Okay.
Now, the big 2d6. Need the 12, really. Yeah.
This focus on this one, quite important.
The 11.
I mean, if
No.
he gets damaging,
Yep.
the 11 shots is big. He needs this tank to die, otherwise I think it's game set match.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I will agree.
That's not optimistic in the slightest.
No.
You
can never call him a defeatist.
So 2 to start, 2 more dev wounds.
Okay, full rerolls. I know that was a 6.
That wasn't quite what I was hoping for in the first roll. There's another 3.
Unfortunately, I think this is the damage 1 character, not the damage 2 one.
I get to reroll. Already rerolled. So that's a 6.
Yeah.
So you've got 6 dev wounds and 1 save at -1.
You know, if that was the other guy, that would be a dead tank commander. So 1 save.
Unfortunately not.
Goes through.
So that is 8 more wounds. So he's taken 11.
It's down to 2. Has the sorcerer shot yet? Oh no.
I'll let you do it.
Yes, but I didn't have the movement to move
Yeah, you did.
because I only moved 2, so they could get within 9.
You did declare it.
I did. I just forgot to do it.
I don't mind.
Well,
front
Some
round.
very good sportsmanship here.
very, very good sportsmanship.
Luckily, we're playing by intent. 1, 2,
Needs 2 4+s to get this tank dead.
It's fine.
Yeah.
6. So there is
3,
3 dead
which is enough to
I
kill.
think he does get it.
Do I shoot on death? Here's the 1. 5. I do get to shoot on
kill
death.
the squad now.
So now he's going
I
to
had
turn
to
around
do
and
that,
shoot the squad.
otherwise the game. I mean, the game is over, but
Yeah, well,
you can pick where to shoot, can't you?
that's. I think
how
I've
it
got to
works?
shoot. I think I've got to shoot the unit. No, that's Wraith card. So this is going to go into that unit.
This
Easy kills. I didn't think we were going to do it. Did it? There's 3+3.
I knew I'd have the damage with 1 squad with a grenade. It was just
That's ace. It's so insane.
fair dues.
Damage output is
I didn't
good.
think he had enough, but Ben believed in it. He knows his army a lot better than we do, so
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
come on, battle can
Saves from the big cannon.
get him done.
3, but
it's 5 up, isn't it?
can't see him.
But even so, it would still be 2. It still
Yeah.
puts me on 5 up in bonds.
Yeah.
I've got some tricks, can blank, can Infernal Master. 5 up. 1 Marine dead.
First Marine
2
down.
Marine dead.
Well, it's D6 damage each, so hang on.
Okay, well there's 3 so far.
First one kills
Dead.
the dude. Second
Second
one
one.
kills the
Dead.
dude. Third one kills
Dead.
the dude. Here's my 6.
Okay.
Gives me 1 Marine left. So 5 up.
You were on. Yeah, that's
Good.
on. Yeah.
So this I can't use him much, so that's 4 Marines dead. So sorcerers left.
Yeah. And multi-melters. No. Heavy stubber. They were in rapid, I think, when the turn started.
This is the.
Okay, so I think
These are lethal.
these shots will actually pick up at least the squad is dead.
Yeah.
Leaving another Infernal Master by himself.
Yeah.
Apart from, to be honest, he's not in a bad position though, because killing the tank
So it will now
stops
be-
a lot of return fire coming to him.
So it-
Apart from if Cass can come up and shoot him in the back, but
3 up. Oh, how much damage?
1 stubber.
Okay, so
Okay,
he's
awesome.
down to 1.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's it. I think you're rolling too many dice.
There's only 3, wasn't
There's
it?
only 3.
Yeah, so he's down to 1 wound.
that's quite big actually. He's a melter
Yeah.
shot going into him.
Time with this. Every time he misses the last cannon.
It's for
How
show.
funny.
The Glasgow is for show. It's actually just a white handle sticking out the front of there. And budget cuts.
The rangefinder las cannon.
Yeah.
Not what you wanted. And then there's 2.
They're all equal. AP4.
Cover
How many was it? 3.
3.
So it's 5 up in bonds. So what we're going to do is this. We do the first one,
Do you want to save?
which is safe. Second one. He's got 1 damage,
Fails.
and this is how much?
I'm not in.
Problem is I can blank
think
this
I'm once more.
and then try and save it until both alive. So
Yes.
CP to blank.
Yep.
Down to 1.
Ugh.
And I need 5
Okay,
up.
okay.
Disgusting.
So don't get. So he is dead as well.
No, so he does kill, but the Infernal Master does
Yep.
live. Which I'm sure Josh would have preferred a melter shot to 6 straight into his face, but he didn't
Yeah.
get it.
I could do a CP reroll.
Um,
But you got how much shooting left? That's it. So
okay.
you lose the rerolls on the squad for that. What else do you need CP for? I may as well do a CP reroll just in case. Got 1 left. Yep. Dead.
You were going to burn behind anyway, right? So you were going to get the CP back.
I get
so
the
you'd be
CP.
2 at the start of turn,
Get the CP back
regardless. So keeping it there,
there.
CP, or taking it off.
That would be the one at the end.
Okay.
So I will go back up to 2 in my turn.
Okay, so he is.
He
however-
did hit. I mean, he certainly did. I was hoping I might be able to survive the onslaught back.
I forgot about it until again. I just think him coming in maybe.
I do think that has at least pushed the game back to not as big of a loss as it could have been, especially because Ben might get an extra primary. The Bulgarin may have to commit just to killing the Vortex Beast now, so overall, I made the better decision. He just
Yeah.
Zinch willed it,
So we're going to do some scoring.
but
So defend won't be
See how
on
the
my
scores
next
go.
turn. I've burnt. I'll go back up to 2 in your turn.
so no secondaries so far this turn, but he may get burn. Defense Stronghold next turn. If Josh doesn't take it,
Yeah, I mean, I don't have enough CP left in my army. So I can't.
Down to 5 Cabal now as well.
Yeah.
Is the double move 5 Cabal itself, so he still has that in the pocket if nothing dies?
The double move is 5 Cabal points.
Okay, so he still has that in the pocket.
Because unfortunately, I've got 2 actions. What did you draw? Sabotage and extend savage locust. So obviously, I would really want to do locust there. So they're just going to move in here. Yeah, can't see you.
That's a 5-man silence.
Yeah. So I was struggling to see what Josh had pulled there because I heard sabotage and extend. He's already had extend.
Yeah, I think it was definitely sabotage. I'm not sure what the second one was.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake.
But can these guys not?
No, I'm not going to attempt. I'm not going to try it. What I'm just going to do. I'm going to move here. I'm going to sabotage and then
Okay.
As fun as it would be.
Hopefully we'll get some clarification in a second about the secondary.
Your line's
Yeah.
falling apart, and I should give you a chance to kill some cards. Bulgrin. These guys can still command. He's still got a nasty overwatch. So I am limited. It's turn 3, but they went back into it. So I'm limited on turn 5. Well, technically they didn't. They started
So what?
reserves, actually, because they were in the tank. They were in the tank. Yeah, but they don't.
I think Josh is deciding if they have to come in or not. I think he does have to come on this turn, but he doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah, I think they do.
I think because you can reinforce them you can reinforce them earlier. I think he does have to come in. It's only if you get reinforced on turn 4, then you can wait till turn 5.
Yeah.
But because he's in the reserve step, when he gets pulled back in, I think he does have to come onto the board. Trying to see where he's going to get them though. Josh made a good comment about the Kassakan. He doesn't want to just put them in front of one of the Infernal Masters because they will just melt them on the Overwatch.
Yeah.
He could possibly put it behind the ruin and charge the other Infernal Master through the wall, but
yeah.
It's safe for the 3.
It's a hard decision, and I think that's the difference that having those enforced rules where you've got to come on a certain turns from reserve make a massive difference, because you do have to possibly take suboptimal choices.
yeah, definitely. Unless you're an uppy downy or a Grey Knight, then I think you're fine. But I think Josh is going to try and see if the Hellhound itself can finish off the Vortex Beast. Then he's going to try and probably push the Bulgar around the flank and try and get to Ben's home field. It is harder to get around because of Ben's movement with the Vortex Beast, but I mean, he won't get to it this turn, maybe next turn, but that gives Ben a turn to react and try and get some shots to weaken out the Bulgar.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, killing that tank has really made it a lot harder for Josh, because otherwise the Bulgrim walk off, tank cleans up those infantry on the flank, as he pretty much did, but with maybe a tank shock to finish off the Sorcerer. But
yeah.
He's got a pretty safe base as far as the home objective and his top objectives is concerned, so he's getting guaranteed 10 points every turn. So he's got 10 points from primary this turn. Gets the max you can get on Scorched Earth, I think.
It is.
So, and he hasn't started burning yet.
No.
So it looks like the Bulgrin may be going to try and clean up the Infernal Master and secure that flank, but giving him the option to still stay in the middle.
Yeah. Now, I will point out right now that going second has a massive advantage in current edition of 40k, especially this objective, this mission, because you actually burn objectives at the end of the game. So if you are going second, you can get into a position where you overwhelm an objective and nothing an opponent can do to save it.
Yeah, definitely. The only defense against it is Overwatch or Mass OC on an objective, but Josh will get the pick of what he wants to burn. I don't think Ben has the luxury of deciding what to burn anymore. He just wants the primary as it is.
Yeah, 100%.
I also think secret missions are out of the way for Ben as well. I don't think any of them are achievable at this point. Which Infernal Master is his Warlord, out of curiosity? It is the Vortex one, which is at the very far back of the board, so he's definitely not going for tactical insertion.
Oh, no.
Unless he's the fastest Infernal Master in the West. Especially the Unmalefic Crystal gone. I quite like Josh going for the Infernal Master with the Bulgarian, because he doesn't need to put... All that'll leave Ben with is, if he gets the Infernal Master and gets the Vortex Beast, it'll leave Ben with the home objective that he's huddled behind, and then he can just kind of burn his way or capture primary or do secondaries. I don't think he has to push the home. Yeah, it'd be nice to get the 10 points, but you don't really need to commit to it.
No, you don't.
Unless he's just going for as big as win as possible, and then obviously there's a bit of risk reward and trying to put on a show, of course. As I'm sure Josh doesn't want to corner camp and just not show anyone anything. That's probably affected his decision to run at Ben, to be honest.
Yeah.
But still.
Which to be honest, I don't think has been a bad decision so far this game.
No, it's worked very well for him. I think normally you don't run into Tsons as Ben, as Josh said himself, but I think Ben just didn't expect it. He managed to get one of the Vortex Beasts down very low. Slight misplay by Ben, prioritizing when he killed the cask and lost a little bit of damage, but I don't think it was overall going to make a huge change. It looks like Josh is they're just double checking if they has to come on this turn. I think they do, but they'll double check. This is the part where Josh realizes what the other 5 stratagems doing is index instead of just reinforcements. I don't think I know them for God, to be honest. Apart from the +1 AP one. Maybe Pop Smoke is a God specific, the amount of times I've seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he can just go for the cask and, like he's going there, give him an extra charge to get the OC on the objective.
Yep.
He's maybe triggering the Overwatch. Or baiting it. So he is just going up to the front, and maybe the Infernal Master might burn a few, but I think he's just going to try and overwhelm him with bodies, and if he kills too many of the Cascans, the Bulgarian are going to come kill him.
That's what gods are about, though, isn't it, really?
That's true. Very true. I think Josh is also right on that point. If you do have a one-shot weapon, like a hunter-killer, demo charges for GSC, if you do die with and you've used your special thing like a hunter-killer, I think it regenerates to like a sentinel, you do get the hunter-killer back, which is quite strong when it comes to, say, a pack of 3 sentinels with hunter-killers, or I think the most notorious one is the GSC demo charges, I think.
Yeah, I think what they did outrule was getting in and out of a vehicle, which used to like regenerate the weapon.
No, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, they just grab more damage charges from inside the door, I guess.
Yeah. They used to throw it, get out of the vehicle, throw another one, get back in the vehicle, and throw another one again.
Is that because they counted as a new unit when disembarking?
Yes.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. And then, of course, you'd kill that unit and they'd regenerate with another one.
That is the reign of... Although I know you're a fan of GSC, I'm very glad that I didn't personally have to play into the 70 demo charge spam list.
No.
Because it did sound miserable.
No. I am only a fan of GSC because they're the precursor to my first love.
Oh, I see. They're breakfast. Oh, they're brunch. Breakfast.
Yeah.
Get you in there.
Exactly, yeah.
First course, and then you can get into the real meat and potatoes.
Yeah, and then we eat the Space Marines or the Orcs and whatever else is there.
It does look like the Infernal Master did take the Overwatch and kill 6 of the Gasigan.
Yeah.
Which is a mighty amount, and I know obviously Josh would have preferred more alive, but if you can get the shots on the Master and kill him, fantastic. If not, I think the Bullgrin just charge him and try and finish him.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say you just.
All the Basilisk can take shots too.
Over here, I can't be within 8. They don't have the grenade keyword. They do. Everything's too far away. So that would have been nice. So Melter, D3 shots is 2, plus the actual Melter on the bottom.
Listening to try and kill the Vortex Beast. This is quite important.
What does it do? 5, please. There you go. 2 AP4s.
Melter range.
It's fucking too right, it is.
2-5.
Disaster.
No. Okay, so auto.
So all I can do is CP1. That still would be 4, so that's 8 to 6. And then you've still got more shooting and then charge.
Yeah, I think he has to let it die.
Yep.
Maybe the explosion weakens some Bullgrin for him. Hopefully.
So it's +4.
Hopefully it explodes.
No explosion, unfortunately. Well,
Yeah.
we need to play a league where everything explodes. It'd be a nice little change. Auto explode on everybody.
Yeah, can I play more Not So Much list with that rule? Yeah.
I'd to play like a million piranhas and run over people. Won't go into the kamikaze opinion on that point, but
I will need to differentiate between them in the future. It has blast.
with that guy going down, as long as the Askin and the Bullgrin finish off this
+1 to hit.
Infernal Master, I think that is game
Yeah,
coming to a
I
close.
think that is game. Yeah.
But to be fair, that Ben's 4DGS strat to kill that tank did work absolutely perfectly, which I didn't anticipate. Oh, he survives the plasma. Kills himself with the plasma again. So that one man has killed himself twice with the plasma. This is the multi-water.
The machine spirit is obviously not on the Imperial Guard side.
And I need to not be a plasma gun guy. So the Melter survives.
D3 on the grenade. 2 3s, or 2s even. Failed 1, strength 9, so 2s. Oh, and the hotshot was going 1 lethal.
The funny thing is, he kills them in combat as well.
I know, it's fucking...
Which is massive.
I was in trouble. If that hadn't died, then I had to charge it, and he would have been alive and killed all of this. Right, so anyway, you have still got 1 lasgun.
1 lasgun shot.
But it looks like it's going to be this, then a Basilisk that maybe I'll take.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 now.
Which guy's it? The guy at the back or the guy at the front?
This dude.
Oh, so there's no cover there. So it would be back on 5 ups again. Is this the last of shooting into him?
Oh yeah.
Only because then I'll just do that.
No, you've got a Basilisk, sir.
Sure?
But I can do it after
I hope,
round.
unless he doesn't remember.
You only do that once per turn.
Yeah, but then you're going to charge him with the Bullgrins. What's the charge?
That's probably a 4.
Yeah. I mean, the Bullgrins...
Hopefully, unless I've missed it, hopefully he doesn't forget his Basilisk. If he does, it's something that is just unfortunate to happen, but hopefully in recompense, Bullgrin will, for the Emperor Cave, this Alwich is headed.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Although I anticipate the patented double one into a double one charge from Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him down to 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I can use that to rank 2 damage.
That's the right idea.
Down to 3.
Cool.
Okay.
I will fire my basilisk.
Oh, there we go. You got him.
I'm gonna put it into this guy at the back here.
Oh, he is going for the solo sorcerer back there.
That's 5. He's on his own.
Will this greed come back to bite him in the ass? Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
No rerolls either. And no lethal.
In fact, I know doesn't he reroll all hits for squad more than 5?
No, that's a manticore.
That is the better artillery piece, unfortunately.
And these are 2.
I don't.
There you go. 4. AP1.
What wounds he can actually kill this Infernal Master with some luck here. 2 fails,
Yeah.
1 killing.
So 4 ups. I'm gonna have to do this
I think he's a 4 wound model.
flip and
Here we
CP.
go.
2 damage.
Yeah.
I don't want to blank there because I want to save it for him. So I may as well
I think it's-
blank that.
I think- Okay, so the Infernal Master at the back will live.
Mhm.
So he doesn't take any damage.
He's loving life. Takes a bastard shot to the face, doesn't feel it.
And then if this
Yep.
guy can be a fucking hero and somehow survive the Bulgarians, we're going to roll.
Right,
the
Josh.
Bulgarians are going to roll a 3 again.
We'll see. They're going to burn the objective.
The Bulgarians are massive.
And here's
I
the
really, really hope
charge.
this charge works out for Josh. And
Yeah.
they are in. I am ready though, saying I'm on Josh's side with this. I'm ready for an Infernal Master to somehow survive this.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Oh yes, these.
But it is, as I said, winding down to the end now, I feel. Next turn for Ben, I can imagine it's going to be quite a quick affair.
You're going to be able to get.
If this man's dead, of course.
Yeah.
So at worst case, 1 into the fight.
So let's do
Let's
the
see how this
pilot.
goes.
Move this dice. Just there you go. 2 bodies on the objective. Can we get in?
So it's going to be 4 Bulgarian versus an Infernal Master.
Yeah.
Only 4 left. Done. 5 left. So that's 1, 2,
Should be plenty.
1, 2. I think so.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. So hit on 3s. Jesus Christ. Strength 7. So 3s. I dropped 1 down there. It's only up 4. 4's enough. But not enough.
4 wounds. He does have AP1, so he might.
Saved your blank.
In theory,
Yeah.
I can get rid of.
Yes. Flip. You not flip already?
I did flip already, so I can't flip. Right, I can blank. I can CP reroll, but let's just roll AP1.
Maybe 2 actually.
You see their AP1 2 damage.
AP1, 2 damage, I feel. Odds on, he might actually live here. It's a 4-up save, and he can change 1 to a 6. So he needs to fail 3 saves
Yeah, they're
and have a CP reroll to die, so he may actually live.
Indeed.
Josh's bad rolling to start with hasn't helped him in that regard.
I don't think it's 2. It's 1.
For 4 ups. 2 damage.
First fail.
That puts me in 1 to start.
3, 4 ups. Easy, man.
Silk blank.
There it is.
Okay.
That's 1. There we go.
There it is. And the blank.
I can't die because I've
Can't
got
die.
a blank worst case. I blanked that for CP.
So he does actually live on a wound on the Infernal Master,
Um,
which
Shocking.
but you will
is
get
absolutely
rejected on
shocking,
one
but
two,
still.
and I can't unless all of
I
my
don't-
attacks get wounded.
I don't think the Infernal Master can shoot in combat or fall back and shoot, so I think he is destined to be clubbed to death still. But
Test it anyway.
Ooh.
So I only get 4.
You got to the chances, don't you?
Use the strength 6
True.
die.
He's not bad in combat, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't normally fight them. So it should be 4 attacks at strength 6.
typical, I don't know my melee stats, I'm 1,000, so
Yeah.
Because I don't use them often.
just bringing him up. I think he is decently killy. He's still a Space Marine with a power weapon, I imagine, so.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, 4 attacks. I should have just trusted myself. Hitting on 3s.
Infernal Master.
Oh, yes, increased.
Doesn't get sustained anymore.
No, he
'cause he's not
doesn't.
leading the unit.
Oh,
But he
man.
does hit. I need
These
that
are
now.
Yeah,
damage,
Dev wounds.
PP1,
six
D3
is the
damage.
4s, 6 is the devs. So that's D3 devs, and then 1 save at -1.
4 boss. Save.
So it is
3, 6 boss.
1 dev wound.
6 wound.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your dice. My dice.
He's going to die now in my hopefully in my turn.
Your turn?
Okay.
So, Adam, I don't know if you're still listening in.
We're both still here.
Haven't
Yep.
done. I only got Locust that turn. So
Only
at the
Locust.
end of that turn,
Mm.
the score is 36-28 to me.
Okay.
It's 11-9.
So we're going to get 8, 5 primary, 3 defense. That completed end of your turn, so I do get 2 more. Sabotage.
So also Ben would have the 3 for defend as well because he did get scored. Josh didn't get to it, but
not even something I can score in a redraw.
No.
Aero denial can be
Shocking, right? I can't physically get to the centre.
Neridel is not going to be a winning one, unfortunately. I feel.
No.
No, I have got 5 and 4 points. I can because it's just do the eligible to movement phase. So I'd have to do a desperate escape.
Yep.
Is that within 12 inches? Because it would just be 5 points.
Yeah.
So it'd be well worth doing it.
You'd have to go around me unless you want to do a desperate escape.
Well, that's what I mean. I'd have to get on the objective with 12 inches. I'd have to do a desperate escape right here. Straight through the wall, get to here.
So with the Infernal Master, when he does his desperate escape, he wouldn't be able to go through the ball. He'd have to go round them. Is my understanding.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if he's even with the double move. I don't know if he'll be able to get there, but he may be able to. As Adam said before, it's quite hard with distance, at least at this thing. But it's.
But it would be 5 points. Sabotage has to be a nomad's, and I ain't coming out.
So sabotage and.
What I was hoping for was the assassinate auto score. If I'd picked up assassinate that turn,
Still got another turn.
Picked up a 5. That's quite nice.
Yeah, I don't think I can score big into you.
You're surviving, my dude.
I don't
Still
think
in there.
it's not going to be a
Wine getting to you.
Yeah. And a long day, long night.
Long day.
I'm going to have to use my CP to auto pass.
I was going to say, I think you're auto passing a battleship.
Yeah. Which is something that a lot of people forget about. Is nowadays you need to actually declare that before you roll the battle shock, which is a huge advantage disadvantage.
And you can't CP reroll battle shocks as well. So once you've rolled it, and you've committed.
Exactly.
Something I am very familiar with as a Dread Talon player.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a talking out kind of thing. He's going to see if he can get. He's not desperate escaping. He's also passed. They just have to measure it out to see if he can actually get there.
If I roll 1, he dies.
Oh, he is desperate escaping. Okay, he's fine.
He's going to fall back. So 6. There, and then he's going to double move behind this corner.
Oh, he can go through. Okay, my mistake, everyone. I thought he had to go around the Bulgrin, but I believe he can go through. And I trust the judgment of these two way more than I trust my own judgment.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sabotage, I can't do my CP, so I can't withdraw. I needed that for the fullback.
So it looks like Ben's going to get 5 on area denial from just hiding and doing area denial.
Yeah.
He gets 5 from primary at home as well, and then he had 3 from defend.
Your unit has to be in no man's land. I'm pretty sure. What's the wording? The wording is 1 unit from your army that is within a terrain feature and not within the other point. So it's the unit that's the
Okay, so sabotage is just not. Area denial is not an action, though, is it?
No.
I mean, you're gonna kill me.
Area denial is a fucking great one to get.
But I may as well. What I mean is, I may as well declare sabotage on him. There's no. You're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
But
no downside.
there's no downside to it. I'm not gonna score it. You're gonna kill me. It now means you definitely have to kill me rather than coming after here. Is my thinking.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do it.
I did get 8. I do get another 5. So I have just got 13 points. 8. Very nice.
That's actually a big swing, considering Ben's only got 3 units left, and 2 of them are hiding in his deployment zone. I mean, 13 points is pretty good.
Oh, huge.
Actually massive. Although,
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think this will take us into Josh's turn after this score.
Put you on
Yeah.
It'll actually put you onto an 11-9 win at the moment.
In turn 4.
So it will be
I can't burn.
another 10 primary and a
what do
burn
I want to
for,
do?
for Josh if he does
See,
after this turn.
you can burn last turn. You can literally burn. You're going to get 50 on primary.
Yeah, but I can't stop you getting 5-5-5. It's really frustrating.
I don't know. There's much I can do now to stop you from pushing. The Bulgars aren't going to be able to get you all the time.
No way.
Turn 4. How the fuck move 4 inches? 6. Maybe get a turn. But I use my turn 5 to move back. The tank's going to have to go round. Maybe get some shooting on me. So the best, most sensible thing is just to sit here. Everything on the objective. Brace for the indirect. Hope I put assassinate turn 5. That's 5.
Okay.
You've got people CP to burn it if you don't get it. To cycle through.
Well, only other stuff I've got left is sabotage is gone. Recover assets. I haven't had that crap.
I think we're just talking it out now by the sound of it, or see
Yeah.
what secondaries we're going to get.
Down.
In
Last turn, 2 points. So maybe I've got 6
Josh's
points.
turn, he's going to probably clean up the Infernal Master.
That's it.
Yep.
Turn then. It's your turn. Cool. That's it. Burn
So
sabotage,
Josh's
CP
next
at
turn.
the end, actually.
Josh will get
That takes
10
burn
primary
to
for polling and 5 for burning objective 3 at the top by the guard.
41
Yeah.
to my 36. In my turn, I'm going to get 1 for burning, so that disappears. I'm going to get another 10 for having 2. And I'm
Yep.
going to get my sabotage for 3.
Close up on that
And
burn.
I'm going to draw 2. 1, 2. Area denial and cleanse.
Okay.
Oh, that's not really what I wanted.
Cleanse is actually not that great now, but still, you can cleanse with the cascan on the bottom need to auto pass their leadership.
Did I go? No, I haven't spent
No,
PCP,
you
have I?
haven't.
So I'm going to auto pass these
Yeah, there we go.
for the battle.
So the cascan auto pass and then go cleanse. Then the Hellhound cleanses, and I think the Bullgrin go for the kill on the Infernal Master. Is probably the safest thing to do.
Yeah, I think that's how I would approach this, yeah.
Nice and easy, I think. Although it's a close score, Ben's just saying it is a very close score at the moment. But
Fact, when you get into a vehicle, you only have to be within 3. So
Unit doesn't have to be wholly within.
no. The model. Maybe it's a model by model basis. Oh, I wish we had commentators. Just jump in here. Yeah, you check that for me.
don't worry, your commentators wouldn't know the exact rule if you asked us, so it's fine.
I'm an id player. I don't know how transport work.
What? Well, you know when you kill things, the gooey things come out, right? When you kill the tank?
No,
Yeah,
no. I drop balls onto the map.
Yeah.
And monsters come out. Other than that, I haven't a clue.
I mean, that's all you really need to know. So oh, you do play Votan.
If a unit makes a normal advance
A Votan definitely likes transports.
Wait, I've got transports?
Not wholly, but
In
Yeah,
Votan?
they're the little Mario Kart things that you drive around.
Damn, I haven't played this wrong.
Put slugging dwarfs the whole time.
Yep.
Running around the map.
I need to double plan.
The
So
Infernal Master will overwatch the Bullgrin, but it's only going to be 1 damage into them.
Yeah.
And he hasn't got full rerolls, so he's going to get. I mean, he might spike some 6s and get some damage into them. And 1's on 2 wounds left, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Throw the Overwatch out. See what he gets done with this.
Six on the Overwatch.
I think he got two sixes and one wound.
Feel no pains.
-2.
They go last. Died. Someone goes down to 2. Doing what Bulgrin do.
Now, yeah, I would have loved to be able to put doom bolts into them and pick them up, but yeah, it's very difficult.
I'm scoring at the end of my next turn. So they're going to get into this vehicle right there, just in case it happens. Oh yeah. Cool. So I've got the double cleanse. I've got
Full on cleanse and secure. Area denial.
I can't remember either. It was cleanse and area denial. So yeah, I've got to kill this guy within 6. But the
You have to be within 3.
No, within 6. You have to be outside of 3.
No, you know how to be within 3. That's what they changed cleanse for this.
Within 3 of the objective. I'm on the objective.
No, you have to be within 3. So they've changed it now. So it used to be you had to be within 6. Now you have to be within 3. That was the change on Pariah Nexus.
Okay. Off the objective then.
For area denial. Don't know why I'm just
No, area denial is within 6. That's how you got 5. You just got 5 from being within 6.
Yeah, I've just realised it's within 3.
Sorry, so you only get 2.
Well, I
Or
could
you
have
gone.
I could have got there. I just would have been.
Sure.
But yeah, just meant you should do that. It's within 6.
Okay, so I can't shoot you.
There we go.
Which is fine. Who's here?
He is right there. It is within 3.
Yeah, that was one.
Within 3. So last turn, the Infernal Master would have had to be a bit closer.
Yep, yeah,
So he would be able to be shot by the Chimera.
yeah, yeah.
To be fair, he's still going to get Bulgrin.
No, 100%. But it does affect, some scores, but
I think in the long run, he's only got the 2 points from the area denial, and the Infernal Master should die. If he doesn't, it'll change stuff. But I think overall, it's changing points, but it's changing the same amount of points per player because they both had area denial, so it's not going to make a change to the outcome.
no, exactly.
We have a cheeky flamer shot.
So I think it's more safe.
3. 3s. 2 wounds. AP1, no cover.
Infernal Master may just die to flames.
Isn't that what you'll dream about?
That's true. The most ironic of the Infernal Master burning to death.
Embarrassing if I kill you with last guns. Die, mighty Infernal Master. Oh, this guy means fucking business. And he says 5s though. Should have changed those dice, they were too hot. 2 saves, no AP. Ooh.
I've got a blank.
You have got a blank.
Got a flip.
Yeah. No. Die till last gun fires, come on. Oops. In the box.
Blanks the first las gun.
Yeah, we're good. So just.
But I've lost my flip.
You've lost your
So, I mean, Bulgrins are going to come and.
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that they didn't do it last turn. So
heavy stubber. Just for cheekiness. I give these 2. Why give them lots of shit ones? Just give them a few good ones. There's 2 more. No AP though.
all I can do is so 1 damage.
Die.
Down to 1.
Another 1. Okay, let's do this. And we're going to do some charges. So Bulgrin. Charge is 8. I can't go through the model.
I think we've all go in the basilisk this turn, but I think it's just in the sake of expediency. Hopefully this Infernal Master dies so it doesn't bite me in the ass too much, but it happens.
No, it does, and I've seen a lot of people go, the Basilisk's not going to hit anything this turn, so just skip that and then leave them on one wound.
Immensely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, even at this point, I don't think the Thousand Suns may come out the last turn and do shoot something, but if he's not going to get any points out of it, he's not going to take a reason to shoot out. So.
How many wounds have I got left? 1.
Oh no, no, 100%, 100%.
Thank you.
There we go. Some speed rolling from Ben then. Understanding he's definitely going to fry.
Should I? Because I don't
Yeah.
want you to take me off that.
Yeah, there's no point messing around. I mean,
I'm going to
20 odd attacks, 24 attacks, whatever it is.
Yeah. So they're cleansing. That's already cleansed. Yeah, your turn.
That's 2
So
cleanses
I'll
done.
just let the commentators know. Original for 5. Cleanse for 4. That's a huge score difference, right? Because I had sabotage from last turn. I got 15 primary. Air denial.
I'll be got the 5.
I got the burn.
So what we're looking at for the score?
63 to 41.
63 to 41.
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
15 primary.
5 on primary.
5 on primary.
That takes him to 46.
Must be near 50 primary already.
No, 45. I'm not. I've got the 15 more than that.
I really need assassinate. Just try and claw some points back. I've obviously put sabotage back on the top of it. Assets, the one you didn't want.
You can burn it.
I can burn that. I mean, it now makes it very. This is my turn 5. So,
Also, I forgot to
Yeah.
do my dust.
I mean, if you
Well, we just
fire that,
Oh, we've gone past it.
I have to redraw recover for my CP.
Yep.
So,
And here's the assassinate.
gauge on all fucking fronts.
That is otherwise.
Not the card you want in the last turn of a game with 2 units left hiding behind your backfield.
Assassinate. No, it's marked for death.
That would have been even worse. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's nowhere near. It's not even. Yeah. Yeah. Secondary started strong and then went bad. Probably.
See how it goes.
I was surprised you did. You always do. Every game I play, you always go crystal. That's your mobility. So if you still had that unit,
Yeah, but I think now the thing
Over
is,
here.
if I'd picked up overwhelming a turn earlier, I picked up assassinate straight after 10 points. Secondaries haven't gone well.
I think you got.
So it puts me on 46 then with a 5 primary.
You are on 46.
So what have I scored on primary?
You have. Just close that down. You have scored 25, considering the game state. Sitting on a 13-7 presently.
46 points.
Okay.
It's just whether or not it's even worth it for overwhelming, because if I push for overwhelming, you can just move forward and pick up 10, but you're going to count one. It doesn't really matter. So I don't think it actually makes any difference in score.
You've got to go balls to the wall to get overwhelming, right?
I've got CP for full rerolls. You're on an objective. Everything steps out. I'm pretty confident I kill that. It's only going to be.
You have to redraw that. You've got less than 2 units on the table.
Well,
Engage. You can't physically
yeah, but I know the next one bring it down. There's nothing already. It was marked for death.
Okay. Then I go try and draw you out. This one. This one here. And no, they can't be dead. I think it's the table. So it has to be on the table. So I can't choose the unit.
Yeah, it's just
Inside there.
3 units on the
So I'm going to choose the ball there. Oh no, I'm on the objective, aren't I?
I suppose, to be honest, you have to pick one of these 3.
One.
So,
Yeah.
this one, you've got this.
I'm going to go for.
Yeah, I've got these guys as well.
Yeah, but they do pick them up.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
even. Yeah, you can't double move anymore.
For CB, I can extend my psychic range by 9, so I can go to 6. So, yes.
that's just giving you free.
So, yeah.
So I've got to pick this. That could be an easy.
Okay, looks like we're going to get a last hurrah from the Thousand Suns. See if they can get any points they can. They may commit for the overwhelming force in the middle, try and get the Bulgrin and the Hellhound, which is probably going to be a hard sell. He's probably going to go for the Chimera and get the 5 from Mark for Death, which is 5 points. And hopefully Josh won't pick up anything that needs to kill objectives on the last turn, like no prisoners or anything of the sort. Assassinate has gone for Josh, so the character being out in the open isn't a big deal next turn. But
well, we know you're going to match primary. What secondary you got? What's your secondary score at the moment?
My secondary score presently is 28.
And you're on going to be 50 primary, so that's 78. A couple of 10, so 88. I finished on 49. That would be 50. That's still 18. Yeah, that's what it's going to finish. If you get the 10, if not, it's going to be maybe 16, 17. 3 points might make a difference.
Yeah.
But you're on 45 primary. 40 primary. 35. So next turn,
I have to burn one.
you burn.
yeah.
Burn.
I auto burn one. This is my turn 5.
You should go second, burn both, score both in the turn. Both so basically,
I only need one.
score 50 on 7 second. So let's say you pick rolls.
I've already had assassination.
6.
Go for the glory. You know that thing can pick up. I'd go for the 5.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's worth it. Don't think it makes any change to the game state.
Okay. Doesn't change the game state. If you stay or go, then go. Unless I get marked.
Well, if I sit, don't pick up potentially don't pick up any prisoners. I haven't had that yet.
I believe, Adam, this is what you may have been referring to with the decision paralysis.
So if I push out for 5
But
points,
Could feed me a lot.
we're nearly there.
you 10. So I don't think at this point it's worth me doing anything. It's a bit of a boring, bit of a rubbish end to the game for me, but
Okay. That's your final choice?
I think that's the right thing to do, to be honest. Risking rolling dice into your opponent, potentially not.
first up is rubbish. Do I go crazy and try and pick up 2 units for the 6?
I don't understand what the downside is. I suppose that you are giving up the
Because I
points
think
at that stage, aren't
I'm
you?
giving up points.
You're not giving up points.
This could then turn into an 2 rather than 4. I mean, I can kiss this already. So
Well, I don't know. There might be a lot of big losses this tournament.
it's quite a big decision. The Bulgrin are not going to die. So they reduce damage by 1.
Yeah.
They put the Infernal Master down.
It's a waste of time in Infernal Master going into it, for sure. Flamers might have some play, but it's still a bit dicey.
So I can get into grenade range. This one.
Fucking yellow, man. What the hell?
1, 2.
I'm not even saying that to get more points out. I swear, I want you to get more points out of this game. I just think
It's
you're much better than I am at looking at the potential.
The Hail Mary here. As
Right.
Infernal Master comes.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even get line of sight. It literally comes to here. So yes, because of your tank, you'll be able to. But the Hail Mary is Infernal Master picks this up.
5 points.
The rest of the squad pick this up with rerolls with grenade. And I score 5 for Mark for Death, and I get 3 for Overwhelming Force, and it's legendary. But what's likely likely to happen is I come out, I kill neither. You kill both, and then get no prisoners. Maybe something like that. Yeah. I mean, the game is a devastating loss, which is what I was worried was going to happen. So,
well, I took the gamble pushing, and that's always usually a mistake.
Yeah, the pivot for me was the Bulgrin taking the beast down to 2.
Well, we'll have the wash up afterwards, but there's people watching, so
right.
Yeah.
So. Infernal Master is going to come to here.
But the Thousand Sons are pushing out, so we will get a last hurrah. See if they can do any damage.
These guys are all going to.
Hopefully, they can do a bit to finish it off. Come on, fellas,
no, so
you got this.
Work. Can't get hold of him, which means I'm not going to be able to shoot. Maybe get 1. 2. Taking off the lip, that really work. Because that he can't. He can. Yeah, these guys are better.
They're only moving 5, aren't they?
Yeah. So they can't actually. He's back to the base, can't manage. He back to the base, can't manage. He back to the base, can't manage. And they're as far forward as they could be. So they can't even get into range. If I feed you my Infernal Master though, you've had Assassinate, it doesn't really matter. There's nothing else you can do with it.
So come on, just a Hail Mary from the Infernal Master then.
Infernal Master, there's no point bringing these boys out. They're all going to sit on the objective.
Here goes the Infernal Master at the end.
For some reason.
Come on.
Going for the Chimera, I
We'll go
think.
for this, because the Bulgrins I'm not going to kill if there were no pains.
If he dies, we've not seen it yet, but that would leave him with 5 crown points.
That's true. I think what I imagine we're going to happen is he's going to try and kill the Hellhound. If he kills it, he kills it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Josh will see what he gets. I think it's going to be a strong conclusion there. I think last bit of Hail Mary.
Oh, actually, I do. Yes, because I'm not Rubik, so Grenade.
4 rerolls to try and get him done.
Cool. 16. I'll double check that. I'm checking. I think they're probably 11. I'm checking. Don't worry. Probably like that.
See if the Infernal Master can close it out.
It's probably.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 8.
8. And that is very achievable. I don't have CP helping for. No, Infernal Master or nothing. If this is like a 1 or a 2, I've got no CP because I've used 1 for grenade, 1 for 4-year-olds. Big 12.
Oh, we got 10. I think you get it. Oh, no way. With the auto 6.
6.
But this is the damage to Vortex, so he needs 5 6s to definitely go through to kill it. He can make 1 and he has 4 rerolls. I think he can get this done. No 6s to start with, but does have rerolls.
7. So I was going to leave some 5s in, but at this point,
I was going for it. Going for broke. Oops. There's another one. There's the 6s.
Oh, there we go.
So that is going to be 6 dead wounds. How many's he got?
Isn't that the hit roll?
Has he got? No, it's not.
Oh yeah.
He's only got 8
down
wounds.
to 2.
So I just do that. So he's dead. 8
And he
dead.
gets it. I do.
Nah.
It gets me 3 for overwhelming. And obviously the 5 on primary, which you've given me already.
Yeah, I've given you that. So,
I think it puts me on 49, 51,
hang on. What did you get? It was extend, engage, and overwhelming. That puts you on to 49.
That we're 49 with the 3.
With the 3.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty dire.
So on my turn, I'm going to go 10 primary. Well, I'll do that. I have to score at the end. So I'm going to just draw 2.
Well, we can put you to 50 primary because you'll get 2 burns.
I got engage and no prisoners. Which is what
So
you thought
that
was
was
gonna happen.
that was the issue, because I may have just picked up 3 on Mark for Death, and you pick up my character for 2. So it's a 1 point gain. So I suppose it's still a 1 point net gain.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redraw prisoners, because I've got, that goes to 4. For what? I don't know. Let's find out. I'm doing it. It's because it's 2 points for the prisoners.
I just don't think you've got anything else that's attractive for. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else you can actually score.
Well, no, yeah, well, you know, I get to redraw that one, so that's fine. Then I do cover assets, which is what I wanted. Because cover assets, I go to here.
Right, so you can actually have 6.
And then what was the other one I got? Engage. So 1, 2, 3. Just gonna have to move this way. You can do an Overwatch if you want, but I'll stop you getting it. And that's it, basically. They're going to burn that.
Awesome.
So that takes me 15.
Engage, you've already got the. I suppose if I kill these guys in an Overwatch,
I can't get
you don't get engage. But I think that puts it 18-2.
Yeah,
My
I'm
maths
just
are right.
got burn. So max primary. Just getting 6 on assets, which is what I was looking for, is huge.
Yeah, because that puts it from 16 to 18.
So that's 10. So it's 17-3.
You're on 88. So if I bring that, if I deny you 2, let's say I go crazy in the Overwatch and found the saves become vulgar and I still won't roll.
If you stop that,
If you take off engage, does it make any difference to score?
Let's check. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. That's it. That's the end of the game.
I think that cleans up the game, everyone.
Shocked and horrified.
17-3 final end. Josh is your winner with his Imperial Guard taking down the Thousand Suns, which I didn't anticipate coming, like the guys said.
Well, let's have a chat in here. So what I'll do is I'll come over here and we'll go to our hosts, who we will try and listen to. Hello.
Hello.
And
Hello.
Jordan. Sorry, Jordan.
How are you doing, sir?
I'll just do this over here.
Oh, can't hear you guys.
This. Okay, so move over here a little bit.
Hello.
Guys, are you there?
I am here. Hello, how are you doing?
Is it the next one? Is it? Got assassination. We're struggling to hear you a little bit, but we'll just.
I
guess.
Hello.
Hi guys. Yeah, just do that.
I am here.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
Adam may have been a casualty, as it is very late. I think he's dipped off in the last 10-15 minutes, but
Oh, that's a shame.
we had a very good chat throughout the game, and to be honest, you deployed the armies, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Ben's anticipating Josh to be quite cagey and stuff.
Yeah.
And the moment you ran at him, I was like, Ben didn't plan for this, and it's not going to go great. But to be honest, the damage output from the Imperial Guard was a lot more, considering every hunter killer hit a wall or like a random window or flew off and did nothing. The damage output was actually surprisingly high, and I think just the
inspired by Nassim actually, his list. I watched him play it at WTC, and I just thought that is insane damage output. It's surprising.
And
it's just a lot of bodies, a lot of armor on the table. It's not necessarily good individually, but it's got a bit of movement to like jump on certain parts of the table if it needs to.
I will say, I feel like the Cling of Rose, the Thousand Suns can pick something and kill it, but just not having enough pieces to do the objectives really, especially with the quite unlucky draws later in the game, really hampered Ben's ability to do much. And if he showed on an objective, he was going to die. And just the outnumber of bodies kind of got him down in there, especially with the reinforcements bringing in the Cassican. But yeah, overall, very tightly played. There was a lot of thinking and a lot of going through, and to be honest, there's a couple of things that you guys did that I didn't anticipate in it very well. And I thought the Visualize Mortis Beast fallback was a mistake if he wanted to try and kill the tank because he needed it to shoot the tank after combat. But I didn't anticipate one unit with Infernal Master without Vortex just one-tapping a tank casually. That was very unlikely, I didn't think, but still, very nicely played.
It's unlikely, but it happens. It happens.
Yeah, that's Ben knowing his army, definitely.
I fully expect it.
Yeah, I was confident it had damage. thought I'd get 6 out of this game. That was my prediction. I thought I'd get 6 points. That was all I ever thought I'd score. That was what I suggested to people I would be happy to get. I knew I could cope with the armour with only 9 cabal points. Maybe I should have started the other chap on the ball attached to the unit, but it would have just had to sit with nothing all game. Yeah. I felt that for the sake of a Doombolt,
I think going for the 6 points of containment early game, that hurt you a lot, because it meant that you couldn't free up the units over here very well when they needed to do actions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I already at that point having lost 1 beast. My thinking was I've got to get some. So I think even if I hadn't have done that, just run me over. I can't deal with the armour without Magnus, without ball points. That's something at the moment is why Magnus is take him out. And beyond that, yes, you can comfortably pick up a tank, but you're exposing yourself. And as you saw, the hit back was pretty vicious.
I think there's at the moment this beast coming this way. I understood the play, but I probably would have kept putting the pressure here, because it would have split my force a little bit, and nothing here could have dealt with it really.
Yeah, it couldn't have, but it wasn't going to score many points, and that's the problem I had. Is that even the beast in Chaos Spawn 6 OC, all you had to do was jump out the tank.
That's one turn. That was one turn. I think you should swallow the 1 turn when I jump out, then you kill everything, and then you out OC your complete beast.
Yeah, but then you reinforce that.
I was saving it for you.
It was my concern. I don't know. I mean, there's not much I would have done different. I still think I could have enough points out of it. Like that last turn there, if I on turn 3, 4, 5, I'm going to assassinate. It's 5 points for all. Have a mark for death for turn earlier. So I was hoping that I'd get some more, maybe another 10 on secondary is what I would have expected. Maybe brings it down to more kind of 15, 5. But I thought it was going to be 20 at one point. Once the beast went second down to 2, then I knew I was in trouble.
So yeah, how was the engagement? Anything from the chat, Jordan?
Yes, we have a lot of interest in people can purchase your hot and sweaty dice from Mr. Hot Dice himself. Yeah. I think as it started with a few hot rolls early in the game, we had a lot of interest in where they could get a set themselves, because you were rolling pretty sharpish early on.
Yeah.
And to be fair, and we had quite a good chat about the league itself, having a good, getting everyone into it, everyone learning. We had Josh and a few other people coming in, giving some good advice on what you guys are doing, why it's important, and yeah, it was overall a good chat.
Awesome. Right, well, we'll wrap up there because it's actually quite late, and it's been quite stressful playing on the stream. It's the first time Ben or myself have done it, and it felt like high stakes. Lots of people watching. I felt like my push could have got very easily been a 17-3 if that bounced and he killed everything in return. But yeah, like you said, I think he deployed very defensively. Not that I particularly noticed that. I think I was always going to try and grab something early just to put him on the back foot. If that had failed, I was in trouble.
I think because how fast the push went, I feel like, especially, I know obviously the rubrics at the back are holding the back objective, and you had the crystal unit that can react, but it felt like he had considering you gave him, too many choices to go for, and I felt like the rubrics at the back, the 2 at the back, needed to react. If he was going to commit and try and kill the first wave, he had to push forward and use it as an army, but it would have been quite awkward to get the positions, and to be honest, you just had too much threat for. He could pick something and kill it, as he said and as you said, but you can't kill everything. And you don't want to spend your whole army killing a chimera. And that's... Yeah. I'd agree. oh, yeah, definitely.
No, I think they were, well, right, pressure moment, those little changes like 63 pieces, but no, I think it was a good game. I think that it felt like it had swung my way when you bounced, it swung your way, and then I just didn't have enough units to compete, which I think is everyone's finding at 1K. It's very difficult. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of units in there.
I do want to say yeah, I do want to say thank you for letting me come on and spend some time with you guys tonight. Obviously I know Adam's dipped for a little bit, getting a bit tired, but it was a pleasure co-hosting with him, and it was lovely to talk to him and talk to the guys in the chat, and I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you everyone that's still here. Thank you. See ya. Bye.